Okay. Oh, whoops, I forgot to change the thumbnail.
Yeah, tell me, do what you gotta do, and then.
I already set the live stream, so.
Well, then the thumbnails are overrated.
I posted it in no man. I was playing Kingdom Hearts.
Alright, I muted the thing here.
Perfect.
SGBL's official is on the account.
Perfect. Once you like post a live link, I'll just like yap about like the standings real quick to get people in here, and we can start. If Adam's with you, can you ask like if the stream audio is working?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
If Adam is with you, can you ask if the stream audio from like a different YouTube account is working properly?
I mean, do you want me to just listen to it on my own?
Okay, yeah, you can
myself.
Yeah, can you like just test real quick? Let's see if it works. Yep. Yep. It should be working. I like fixed all that.
Hold on, I think I sound like absolute dog shit, so let me see right now.
Okay. Did you hear me properly?
Punky, let me join off of my phone with headphones on. Maybe that'll be a little better.
Okay, take your time.
Since I would say we got. Plus, I have to write up this.
Yeah, you're good.
Let me mute that. Okay, 1 second. How do you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, so I'm just gonna speak, and then I want to hear what it sounds like on the live stream.
Mm-hmm. See what it sounds.
Oh, it sounds way better actually. Holy shit! I should be doing the interviews when I do like interviews. I should be wearing these headphones. Holy shit!
Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, you sounded fine. You sounded great. Right. I sounded like absolute. I was. It sounded like I was talking from like a mile away. If you want to be. Okay.
Oh shit! You added everyone. Oh.
Did you get that everyone notification?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'll just wait for a few people to pop in and start.
Porsche. I don't even know what Sir Kill's saying.
Sir Kill saying.
Oh, Sir Kill.
Oh, what's up, dude? Everyone's gonna be so confused why this is a goofy logo. Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm Hunky Donkey, and we're here for SGBL Team Tour Season 3 Watchthroughs. With me here today is the commissioner of the league, or co-commissioner of the league himself, Mr. Gibble, and the commissioner of the Team Tour, Sir Kill. How are you guys doing today?
I think Sir Kill was muted right now, and he didn't realize we were jumping into this like this. So
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, that was so sudden. I'm like, oh wow, I can join this.
Yeah, man, it's wild. Alright, so the way this is gonna work, I took 4 replays from each series. This week 1, it was Beans on Toast versus Posterior Gym Bros. Final Gambit versus who the Final Gambit for? Good Boy, I think. Good Boy Association. Bros Before Bros versus Fly Kiwis, and Mellow Sigmas versus Fish Farm. If you look at the standings right now, you could see that Good Boy Association, led by Jabs and Steering, are in the lead with the only 5-2 in the series so far. Kiwis are second, beating out Bros 4-3 with differential 6. Sigmas are 4-3 with the differential 4. Beans are Toast are the last winner with a differential of 3. So really, really tight games. It's only week 1 though. I'm sure this whole standings list is going to change for sure. And yeah, we could get started with some of the games. So the first series we're going to look at is Good Boy Association versus Final Gambit. And right here we have 2 of really, really good Red players, Battle Jabs, who has won the latest Radical Red league in SGBL. And there's PCC really prominent in the smoke gun. I'm sure if you play competitive Pokemon there, you definitely would have heard of him. I also think he won the summer season though recently. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he won seasonal.
Yep.
Was it seasonal or no? He won. It was like a tournament above seasonal.
Oh, okay.
Because he was it. It was something else. They redrafted and all that. I'm not sure actually. I forgot what it was called.
Your PC's fighting those.
He won with like. Yeah, he won with like a freaking belly bolt, which is pretty hype.
Yeah, but we already decided games to watch. Oh shoot, it was round 1 relevant. I remember it was versus Hapadai, right? And in final segment. Alright, before we get started, do you guys have any thoughts about this match? Or like the 6 months here?
Yeah, so at least on team preview, we have on one side, and I guess early on, especially for those who are new to the different formats, we'll definitely try to explain what the changes in certain mons that are there. So on the left-hand side, on Battle Jabs' team, we have an Iron Moth, which is pretty traditional to itself, along with a Gliscor and Golden Go. The other mons, Gorbis gets a fairy type thing in this game, alongside getting Flip Turn and Regenerator. Probopass gets Levitate, and Meloetta P just is a Meloetta, but starts off in that form. So those are like the biggest changes in the Red side on Battle Jabs' side. On the right-hand side, we have an Iron Valiant, which is relatively the same. Petrarunts gets Will-O-Wisp in Red, alongside... It doesn't have Poison Puppeteer, so it has Toxic Chain. Mesprit is relatively the same. Feeney's relatively the same. Stunfisk Galar gets like Iron Barbs. And Dreadnought actually has a Mega, which looks like it's Dynamax form. And that mon has Strong Jaw alongside a lot of crunching moves, and Jaw Lock is a fighting move in this game. And Mega Dreadnought is a water fighting type. That's like the biggest changes on both sides. On the initial initially looking at this, Mega Dreadnought definitely wants to get rid of that Gorbis early on. It could really go to town in this matchup.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Mega Dreadnought looks really insane. You can hit everything but Gorbis super effectively with Aqua, Fang, Strong Jaw, and Jaw Lock. Plus like some Dark like Crunch or something for Goldenga. So I think what Jad's really needs to do is like really try to not enable that Dreadnought for getting into free. Because even if you get that Gorbis low, even with regen, it can like be in range of Dreadnought just like sweeping with like a rock polish or something. I don't remember if Dreadnought gets that, but it's just like
Yeah, absolutely. I also think if Dreadnought runs Poison Jab for the Gorbis, that'll probably get into this 4-move syndrome type deal where what are the 4 moves it chose for the matchup. Mega Dreadnought's best traits are that it can run Polish, Swords Dance, it has Aqua Jet, it has essentially Stab on a lot of its main coverage moves, so it's a mon that could do a lot of things, but you know, what moves you choose for a matchup are very important, so that'll be very important to determining this game.
Yeah. On Jabs' side, I really like the combination of Meloetta plus Goldenga here. I feel like if you can like really pressure the Mesprit, the Feeny, and the Petra, it can go like pretty stupid, especially with that speed tier outspeeding base Valiant without booster energy speed, Dreadnought, and of course the stuff for scouting. With that out of the way, let's get started with the match.
Yep.
Holy yap. Okay. We got a Feeny and Meloetta lead. Meloetta swaps to Goldengo. Goldengo takes 25. Goldengo swaps to Probopass. As Feeny goes for flip turn.
One of the different red changes right off the bat there.
Iron Val into Goldengo. That's making a good prediction on CC. In comes stuff for Scalar. What does Goldengo click here? No, he just doubles to Probopass. Probopass gets Magnet Pull in this game, so now the Stunfisk is possibly trapped unless it has Shed Shell, or if the Probopass is having Levitate. They both trade rocks.
I mean, I guess on the other hand, if you are trapped, you just click Earth Power, right?
That is true. Earth Power does only 19, and now the Probopass is trapped. So does either the Stunfisk has Shed Shell, or this Probopass is Levitate? Probopass goes for another Earth Power.
Yeah, I think another interesting note here is both players agree to put on the timer.
Mhm.
So while it is a relatively long timer on draft games, I do know there's a point in this match where they had one player was almost ran out of the timer and nearly lost the match. So it's gonna be interesting to see if that affected any of their plays throughout.
Oh man, yeah.
But an early kill by Feeny here on Probopass, which is pretty huge in terms of checking that Petra run on the other side and the Mesprit.
Yeah, 100%. This Petra has a lot more space to click that Malignant Chain. Sure. As long as the Goldengo.
Oh, Moth came out.
Yep, Ironmon comes, revealed to be Boots, and comes Stunfisk. Alright, in combination with Filter and Fiery Dance and Akaberry, I think that does nothing. It comes to Gorbis. Jabs switching in things. Here comes flip turn. Who gets? Ooh, okay. Glassgorg has like a opportunity to either spike stack here, or
that's a lot of damage right there.
Yeah, that did a fuck ton.
That's not normal, and that's not normal for a Gliscor to take that much from a snap trap.
For real. Oh, we see a SD. Okay. So it's Gliscor. With poison jabs, and it just one-shots the Fiend. Excellent play.
So I think we can make a fair assumption this is probably offensive Gliscor here.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's that SD? It's pretty sure it's gonna be like SD Rock Polish or Agility. I forgot which one this was. Or it could just be poison jab and stabs too.
I think it needs coverage for this matchup because otherwise Mega Dreadnought or Petra could end up walling it. So No, let's see if PZZ makes a play. No, just a ice punch.
Yeah, just a safe
And
ice
it's
punch. Alright, Goldengo gets hit by a knockoff, but it's revealed to be Cloverberry and recovers off. Goes for another knockoff, but because the item's already knocked off, it does less damage. Probably should. Dash just goes for another recovery. So I think this
yeah, this is a
goes
little.
in range to get knocked off on almost.
Yeah, it's taking 53 consistently.
Yeah.
I think after the first knockoff, he should have won for the kill, so you could switch into rocks again. Because now he's at 6%, so he would die next time he comes in on rocks.
Yeah. At first I thought maybe Jabs was like wasting the HP on Iron Val to like put it in range or like something else because it's life orb, but if Goldengo was just gonna kill the Iron Val anyway, probably should have just make it rain again, but maybe there was like something we're both missing that Jabs might.
Yeah, I think with the life orb damage increase, it just won't be able to stall that out enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the demon is in.
In comes the Dreadnought. The defensive Gorbis comes in. And it goes for an Aqua Jet. Okay, so this is regenerating, not dazzling. Good to know, even if regenerator's off.
Poison jab.
Yeah, here comes the poison jabbers. But
Jeez.
Gorbis has Kabea Berry and hits Dreadnought with the moon. So that's really scary. Yeah. And here comes the Goldengo getting sacked to rocks in order to bring in Iron Knot, I'm assuming. Or maybe Lesker. It's gotta be the Iron Knot. Timer does start now, so that's gonna be real.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this impacts the game.
Yep.
Alright, now Mesper comes in. We see it's Scarf.
And here comes a Fire.
And when you look, I think when you see Jabs' team, he doesn't really have good Psychic switch-ins here anymore. I mean, he can't switch into Psychic. Gliscor's offensive. Gorbis after rocks probably doesn't take 2. This Moth is not going to be able to, get the job done here. So I wonder, this is an important play here. See what Jabs does.
Yeah. Okay, just sacks the Moth. Makes sense. And in comes the Gorbis, which is now can lift Psychic. Alright, we see a swap to Petra. They're gonna be a flip turn. Yep, there's the flip turn.
I mean, you get slow flip turn action, and the Mesper probably needs to keep the health up. I mean, I don't know if the Mesper really needed the health, but I think it had to live because it was so good in this end game.
Jabs goes for EQ. Really interesting because I would definitely expect Mesper to switch it. But I guess you didn't want to. So now maybe Ice Beam?
I think Ice Beam is the normal play you would see here.
Oh no, it's Healing Wish.
Healing Wish.
Oh, that Dreadnought just became scary. There's no Kabea Berry.
No Kabea Berry, no.
Okay. Petra switches in on a moon. Okay. Goes for recovery.
This isn't.
Gorbis goes for Psychic. Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, but this Petron's bulky as heck.
Yeah.
You can tell by how little damage it's taking.
Is the Glasgow. EQ is pretty much free here, not that Mesper is gone. Opts for ST. Wonder how much. Okay, goes for a parting shot. I definitely was expecting that or X.
Hex felt like it would be a normal play you'd bring there, especially because it's so offensive.
Yeah.
Dual
Wing Beat comes in, and it just barely misses out. Dreadnought. Oh, but Dreadnought goes for Sword Stance. I don't know if Aqua Jet.
I think we know this thing has Aqua Jet because he used it earlier.
Oh, Dreadnought goes for another Aqua Jet. Gorbis is dead. Oh shit.
What is the Dreadnought's moves?
It was Aqua Jet, Poison Jab,
Sword Stance,
and probably like a fighting move.
Yeah, but it had to Aqua Jet here. Doesn't get the kill.
And
then headbutt. Now, ironically,
was that a roll?
No, that wasn't a roll.
Let's say. Oh, we
Yeah,
get a
and
Zen
that's the
headbutt flinch. Holy shit. Okay.
and Zen Headbutt doesn't miss in Red, unlike in regular games. So
Dude.
flying.
Oh my god. Wait, so if this Petra could have just recovered and then like
I think now the problem was Petra would have had to live Zen Headbutt into ×2 earthquakes consistently, and I
uh-huh.
wouldn't be able to do that in this end game. He really needed the Dreadnought to be able to sweep with that Aqua Jet there.
Yeah.
Meloetta being able to live was very clutch because that was a role. If there was ever a role, that was one of them.
Yeah, those were definitely two deciding factors for this end. Man, Hex would have done so much, like at the beginning. I'm curious, like in turn. Oh, let me get to yeah, like turn right here. What happens? SD. You could, I think, hex it to. Actually, no, it's kind of rough because if you hex here, you take damage on Petra at the turn after. Meloetta probably kills with Zen Headbutt or Gorbis with Psychic. And I guess, yeah, Mega Dreadnought can't ST. Alright, never mind. I was about to say maybe you
Yeah,
could have hexed here, but.
I think you always get into the dilemma of you're not going to kill the Meloetta from where it was. You needed 2 swords dances, and then even then it wasn't really all that close to killing. The healing wish was probably the only way out. I was actually kind of shocked they healing wished. I was more so, I thought Psychic was pretty free into the opposing team in this end game, so I'm shocked they didn't just stick with that. But I guess they really wanted to win with Mega Dreadnought. I thought that was their best out.
Yeah. Maybe Psychic was in range to kill. Maybe I'll look slightly bulkier and Meloetta, the Gorbis. And there's no opportunity. But yeah, well played to Jabs. Really
I
big
thought
time.
I thought both players really balled out that game. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was a really fun one to watch. I already knew both players were really good. So that was like if I had a top 5 matchups to watch, this was stuff. Alright, next up is the second we'll be covering for Good Boy versus Final. And that's gonna be Cavern, Final Gambler versus Pupper, Good Boy.
I wonder if Pupper's still in the cult right now because he was asking if we I think he was wondering if his game or their game would get on. So if they're here, it would be good to hear from them.
Do you have any thoughts on the matchup?
Oh, buddy, this is Little Cup. But as a Little Cup expert, I could tell you a few things. I know the Dwebble on the bottom loves running Berry Juice with Sturdy. That's generally the set you see from Dwebble.
Mm-hmm.
And allows it to get off shell smashes and other attacks that, and multiple attacks that it normally wouldn't be able to. Multi-hit moves like Rock Blast are more broken in Little Cup. Abras on both sides. Abras love Focus Ashes. It's going to be interesting to see what the counterplay is to Diglett. I assume Chinchou in this game is running Shed Shell, as it would just die to the Diglett, but, there's various counterplays you could run. Generally, that's the easiest one to go with.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of the team, yeah, you have Mirror Abra matchups. That's always funny. And Crab Brawler is one of my favorite Little Cup guys. So I'm interested to see how some of us have seen a bunch of these matches, but I think these two, there's a lot of interesting counterplay in Little Cup, and I'm interested to see what are the items brought by each team.
Yeah, for sure. That Diglett is looking a little scary. If you could get like some chip on the boat screw. I don't think it has much for switching, but it's also frail as fuck, so I'm not sure how long it can last. Abras on both sides always looks broken. More so on Popper's side, because there's no dark to switch it. Oh, Muck is dark, right? Poison dark, yeah. So
You mean Grimer? Shows
Grimer.
what a little cup expert you are.
Yeah, I don't know shit about Little Cup. I can't lie. But Abra
Now
looks.
I've seen it from running it in the team tour last year, and then
Mhm.
being around Peachy a lot.
Right.
You realize how you have to maximize your use of the items, and you kind of pick up on what items you use a lot. Like Abra's even in Little Cup will run like Focus Punch for pawn yards at times on the switch ins because it's such a good item and it doesn't get Focus Blast. So, or such a good move and it doesn't get Focus Blast. So it'll be an interesting one. This should be a good one right here between
Yeah.
two good players.
It's gonna be fun to watch. Let's get started. Oh, let me switch to slow. Alright, Abra lead into Grievia. Chowstick
Yeah,
basically puts his Abra to Sasha ready. Shadow Ball is a 2-shot. Abra probably switches out here into Snubble.
It kind of has to, right? Snowball's a great switch in here as well. It takes nothing.
In comes the EQ. Yawn.
Oh, yawn.
Forces the Snubble out. Abra gets sacked. But no, Gavin predicts the Poltergeist. Goes back into Snubble, expecting a sneak.
A little funny thing on Cavern's side of things.
Mhm.
He nicknamed all of his mons off of the opponent's team.
Oh
So
yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious.
so it's steering, Tachi, all of these mons are nicknamed off the opponent's team members.
I really like this play from Popper. Expecting Snubble to come back in. And instead
Mhm.
of going for a sneak, predicts that and goes for Yawn, forcing the Snubble to come back in. And either
Mhm.
getting a free Poltergeist or a Shadow Sneak or whatever the fuck. It's a really nice, solid play. Good lead all around. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's see
This is classic Pupper right here.
Here comes a Toad Scroll. And Pupper goes into
nice
Grimer.
little-
Nice, okay. Expected Earth Power goes into Fletching. In comes Knockoff.
Knockoff is
Berry
what was the
Juice.
item?
Berry Juice.
That's interesting because that's going to be very interesting to see if that impacts anything off of rolls. Because this fletchling may be. It's actually kind of shocking to see fletchling with berry juice. Normally, you see it on the sturdy guys.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, the Abra gets sacked
yeah,
with the.
there's really nothing. There's nothing Cavern can do there. I think Grimer's a little bit too much of a nuisance.
Yeah, let's see if it's called Burns Grimer. It does.
Oh,
Okay, but Grimer is able to get a big knockoff on the Shed Shell, so now this Diglett
jeez, that's still
is looking mad scary.
there's still a lot of damage from knockoff. 37%.
Yeah. In comes the Poison Jab. So slowly, I really like how Pupper is like dripping down the whole of Cap's team. In comes the Chincha. Goes into Fletchling. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sacks
Fletching
to
doesn't want to stay in
Graveyard.
there.
Yeah. Goes for Ice Beam. Graveyard. It's down. Comes Diglett, and now this Chincha's
So
about to
they
die.
ran Sucker Punch because they lost their Shut Shell, which in Little Cup, this is like one of the unique changes in Little Cup or differences in Little Cup.
Mhm.
You'll see mons that are normally special attackers, sometimes tech physical moves like this because of all the knockoff pressure that's out there. So a Chinchou, which you wouldn't think would run a physical move, ends up running Sucker Punch because it's like, I'm dead to Diglett. I can't do anything because I lost my Shut Shell. Let me get the chip and break the sack potentially on the Diglett so you know it has to try to kill you.
Yeah, excellent point. I think that if this Diglett was Sasha, it's going to be really important for the other guys to come.
Yeah, it just would put too much pressure on the board, in my opinion.
Alright, in comes the.
And then you could
Toad
bring
Scroll.
in something like this.
Alright, this
Giga
Fletching
Drain.
resists both of Toad's good stab, so pretty much a safe switch. Goes for a Rapid Spin. Okay.
Oh, very interesting.
Dual Wingbeat just KOs the Toad Spill down. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you could see the pressure Pupper is putting on Cavern all game long here.
Okay, in comes the Shell Smash. Oh shit, okay. Goes for U-turn. Just enough not to proc Berry Juice, so that's really important.
That's kind of crucial.
Yeah, Ender.
Ooh, and
Trying to really
this is a
fish.
classic.
There it is. Just the bare G's.
Yeah, that's a classic bring in terms of Little Cup. Endure is one of the most popular moves, I feel.
Oh, this isn't a
Oh.
loaded dice, so the Rock Blast only gets 2 hits. Pretty unfortunate for Cavalry, but it's not that end of the world. This Fletching is about to get sacked. Goodbye, sweet prince.
Jeez.
Alright, in comes the Grimer.
Yeah,
Probably with Shadow
Grimer
Sneak.
here.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much a Cavalry could do here. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
the
preserve
Poison Touch
this.
plus Shadows.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sneak and Poison Touch pressure is just a lot.
yeah. Just try to stall out us
Oh,
couple
that's
returns.
big.
Yeah,
That's big right there.
that's great. Dude, that poison off means this stubble is on top. Did you know I had an X
Yeah.
that was shaped like a stubble? Fun fact.
So, you know, one thing about Poison and like Poison and Little Cup is not really a status that's like, well,
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
not like
matter
that
too
important
much.
because the percentage is like almost nothing.
Yeah. Alright, Blood Bowl
But
is done. Yeah, like the Little Cup games are so offensively paced. The poison chip doesn't
But in
really
the-
matter too.
exactly, but in a game with a lot of damage rolls, this is where it gets really interesting in the sense of I need to do 13 to 15 HP of damage.
Mhm.
Well, now I got you down 1 more HP. Those rolls go significantly in my favor, and it just so I'm interested. This is a crazy end game here. If Abra's Sash, then this one's pretty free.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, we'll go find out very soon. It could Scribble.
that Brawler comes in.
If it comes in, I'm assuming it's Scarf. Unless Spritzy is
I mean-
slowing.
It feels like it has to be Scarf, right?
Maybe.
Oh, it's not Scarf.
Knock off. Okay. It is faster, actually. It knocks off its English choice Scarf. It comes to Abra, though.
Oh no, it switched moves though. One from Gunk Shot to
Right. Like it. Alright, so it's double versus the world, and unfortunately, the world
oh, that's game.
was too strong.
Oh, it wasn't Sash. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I'm kind of curious if the Snubble didn't get poisoned. It looks like they speed tie if like they were both maxed at speed. So I'm wondering
Yeah,
if the
maybe
end game, if
Pumper-
Snubble could have won, if it was strong enough to kill the Spritzy. So.
Yeah, I think Pupper can tell us his items now in the end game because
Oh yeah, go ahead, dude.
I mean, yeah, Pupper's in the chat and he said I'll tell all items for end game after.
Perfect.
Which Abra was scarfed, Crab was Sash, Snubble was not strong enough for EVO Spritzy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was the only other thing I was gonna wonder was could Snubble with Play Rough or whatever move it did have, was that able to kill a Spritzy at the end, which was I believe at 56%? Can we hover over that Spritzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, 58%. So
First-
Bigwood double on Gunk was necessary so I can get position to break Crab Sash.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a very, very fair point. Pupper played the end game, I thought. I thought Pupper put a lot of pressure on Cavern the entire game. And it was a real cool showcase because they're relatively known outside the server, but they're new here, and Cavern's like a really well-known player in the server and outside the server. So to see those two, to see that kind of game from a relatively new person in the server was awesome to watch because it was just like, holy shoot, they prepped well, they put together a great team, they put pressure on Cavern the entire game. And while it may have looked like an upset to some people, I think when you know the history between the two and you've seen how the game went, this was just better man won, and they did a great job. Kudos to Pupper in this one. He really, I thought his game plan was unbelievable.
Yeah, the prep was insane. Well played, dude. And I think this was the first game of the season.
It
Oh,
may have been, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, so it was a really fun one. Only way he won was to catch Diglett coming in. Grab a Sash. Oh yeah, for sure. I could definitely see that. Oh.
Yeah, what a little funny thing. BTDL on top. Both players are in BTDL, so this was
Oh yeah, shout out BTL. God, Steve is a great guy. Definitely.
Oh, Glacier's here. Glacier's in the chat also, and he was the one who was spamming that throughout the game.
My God, Glacier. Alright, well played. Let's go to the third game of the series out of 4 that we'll be covering. It's gonna be the last
Okay.
game of Good Boy Association, I think, versus Final Game. Bagel John.
Wait, so Hunky,
Mhm.
Hunky, quick question.
What's up?
How many games did you pick from each series?
4.
Jesus, I thought we were doing 2 games per series.
How
um,
about this? We can go to
okay,
your series after these 4, and then
I don't care as much about my series. It's just more so how many games can I be here for? Because I was thinking around 7, I'm gonna be out. So we'll get through. If we get through the first 2 series, whatever it is, the first 2 series we do, we'd have to do my series since that one wasn't as close in terms of the game. I'd rather be involved, talk about the games that were a little bit closer. So
12 hours.
So we could do the. I think the after this series we'll talk about the Beans on Toast versus your team series.
Okay.
That one was really close. So.
All right, we could do that. All right. I think this is Paldex, Mew, Scizor, Lando, Cyclizar, Iron Valiant, Rotom Heat versus Cinderace, Zarude, Petron, Garchomp, and Mysterian, and Iron Crown. It looks like to be Terra Mew, and yeah, I think it's just Terra Mew. And for Bagel side, and yeah, for the Nux side, there's Zarude and Terra, I don't know the Terra Crown. Terra Zarude's always gonna be scary. It resists the priority from Bullet Punch. It resists Fairy Step from Iron Valiant. It can't get whisked from the Rotom Heat. And on Bagel John's side, Terra Mew's so cool. I always want to try that guy out. It can do a lot, even in Paldex where it lost a lot of C2. It's pretty strong. It can really do some damage to the Garchomp and I guess bases. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun match. Do you have any thoughts? I think leads wise, you're probably just gonna lead Rocks Garchomp. Maybe the rocker on Bagel Jet says either the Landers. I don't remember if Mew kept Rocks and so I'm just gonna guess those 2. Let's see if I get that right. I keep up forgetting. So Cyclizar into Cinderace. Okay, not even close.
Right. Probably a knock or a U-turn here.
Yeah, U-turn.
Yeah, of course.
In comes Rotom Heat. Alright, I would go force Terra.
Lefties on the Namorous.
Yeah, really interesting. Good info to that. Oh, what's expected the Garchomp to come in too.
I think it's always good just to make sure Psyshock, decent chip. I think getting any burn is nice on Valiants. I mean on an Iron Crown.
Yeah.
As you don't know what it'll.
Yeah.
That mon struggles with recovering.
Alright, knockoff. Rough Skin.
Chomp. Is this double?
Oh, Roselli Berry.
Oh, Roselli Berry.
Okay. Resist the Valiant spot. In comes the Rotom Heat. Fire Blast. It also covers the EQ. In comes Rocks. Are we going to see a Wisp? And we do, and we see it now. Okay.
I wonder if this is just full special Garchomp though. But that Fire Blast didn't do anything.
I have a feeling
it
could be mixed too. Alright, in comes Nasty Plot. Does Psyshock or Psychic kill? It doesn't, so this overheat's gonna. Oh no, you just go for a Volt Switch, okay. In comes the Cyclizar. This Petron's probably gonna switch in to block the spin. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay.
Knockoff is very nice there.
Misses the Focus Blast, huge.
I'm gonna imagine that the cycles are easily live the Focus Blast.
Yeah.
And spin is big. You reposition yourself without having to deal with too much hazards.
In comes the U-turn.
Yeah, the cycles are putting in good work early on.
Yeah, getting rid of that Rocks is great for Rotom. Okay, Calm Mind, really interesting. Combined lefties. This is gonna be like sub combined lefties. Kiss. Okay, we see the kiss.
Oh,
Big overheat.
does it not have any other electric moves?
Probably just no, just full suit. Plus the
Well,
Enam's
I'm guessing
Terragram.
Scissor just comes in and revenges this.
Yeah, pretty easy. Oh, okay, we forced the Terragram. This is actually big for Billy
Oh, they
John.
did use the Terra.
So
Oh,
the
that's
Zarude is
actually-
a lot less of a problem. And I'm willing to trade Scissor to not deal with
Yeah, the Scissor is probably gone.
Zarude. So I'm not like scared at all. I'll be really
I think it's a good trade. I think it's an excellent trade.
This double edge doesn't even kill though. Damn. So you just get Enam a fuck ton pound. Okay, this Enam's looking a little bit more scary. God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, in comes the Mew. It's a good Mew, so at least it doesn't
Dragon
have to worry
Mew.
about breaking through.
Okay, I mean,
Okay, are we gonna see like a Terra Fairy player off or something? No, Ice Spinner. Doesn't even kill. In comes the Kiss.
Ice Spinner.
Okay, it looks like Kiss is a 3-shot, meaning Ice Spinner will kill, but he gets Mew seriously chipped down. Ooh, this is not looking really good. I think maybe DDing earlier with the Mew, preserve the super set. I mean, it's still winnable though, because that
this
Enam
is-
is, I mean, the Landers is still. Dang. Alright.
Yeah, I think they kind of miss
Oh, it's physical. Okay. Interesting.
physical.
Yeah, physical Landers. Barney. With bulk
Oh my
up.
goodness.
Ooh, okay. Just like that, the match just got flipped.
Holy shoot. Wait a minute.
Holy crap, is this land just gonna sweep? Does it have Wisp? It doesn't.
Oh,
Earthquake?
my side's lagging. Oh, Cinderace, okay. Yeah, I don't think. Oh my god. What a.
Oh,
what a
it's
turn of
terrifying
events.
Landers.
Wait,
Oh
what is-
shit. And it was Salad that he gets knocked off. Holy crap. Dang.
Yeah, losing the Terra there on the Zarude, though, still, I think. Oh my god, this lived?
Yeah, Petra is.
Holy bad
Okay.
sequencing.
Dude, wow, that was.
Wow, I feel like the sequencing here was just terrible.
Oh man. Alright, that crit did not
Wow, I
matter.
think, wow, that's kind of. I feel bad. It felt like kind of a mistake there because
Mhm.
if you sequence that a little differently, you could force. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like just the sequencing at the end. Can we go back a couple turns?
Yeah, which turn?
So like whenever prior to the bulk up, I guess.
Maybe getting that chip or
Alright,
with
so the Landers here killed the Enamorous. So
Uh-huh.
what was the play before this though?
This was the okay,
Because Landers killed the Enamorous.
yeah,
right?
and then Zarude came in and then doubled into Garchomp.
Okay, you see Earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're the Zarude in this point, you lose to the Valiant anyways. You
Mhm.
gotta just knock this thing off right off the bat, get more damage off.
Uh-huh.
And you are fat. You should be faster, I would imagine. That knockoff into another move, hopefully into Petrons, you probably win this game at the end.
Yeah, Devin made a good
And then
point
yeah, you
too.
could have just
That
went into. You could have saved.
Devin made a good point too that Petron
Yeah,
could
I
have
don't-
like
I
came
don't
in.
even
and-
know if.
Yeah. That Petra should have came in a lot. Maybe a
I
connect
don't even know if you had to bring Petra on first. I think. I'm just saying, you saw the Landers in.
Uh-huh.
It used Earthquake. If you're Zarude now,
Mhm.
I would just knock off there. Get any chip off. I think the sequencing was just they brought in the Zarude to double out, and it just flipped everything on its head.
Well,
I
Zarude
just
could
get the
also be
knockoff off.
like
You know it's not life orb because it didn't take anything.
Zarude could also be slower, that shit dies too. Verify. Assuming. Like from
I know,
okay.
but I would. Well, I would at least. I think at least at that point you force the Terra, right? If you're not, if you're slower.
Sure,
I mean,
but
I don't know. And again, you have to go into their builds and why would it be slower and everything. I completely get that, but man, I still think as crazy as we said it early on. You forced the Terra on an Amorous, and it forced. But even then, Zarud, I don't know. Then you would have had the 50-50 mind games with Terra Fire Zarud versus. I don't know. I think their sequencing was bad because you see the Petron lived a +1 earthquake. They could have even brought that in first, like Smeargle or Devin said,
yeah.
and gotten the chip off that they needed.
Mhm.
But I think, and then you could have Cinderace clean up. It seems like they were a little bit off on the season. It cost them too many mons, and they proceed to lose the end game.
Yeah, I definitely think
Unfortunate,
foul
but
play
it
into
happens.
like I don't know actually foul play would foul play put Landers into Salad Berry range. Because then Big Judge just been setting. Let me check how much foul play then. Oh, I can't
Well,
tell. It's
yeah, I
it's
don't know.
true.
Again, it depends if Zarud just. I guess it depends if Zarud like was faster than this, but I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
I just assume it is faster than the Landorus because if you just knock off right away,
Mm-hmm.
it's neutral into Terra Flying. You get rid of any potential
Wait, it's neutral.
cheeky item it may have. If it is a scarf set,
Why would it be
yeah,
neutral
it's
to
neutral.
Terrafilm?
It's neutral into whatever
Disgusting.
knockoff. It's just a dark move into a flying move.
Oh, I thought
It's
you were saying.
neutral.
I thought you
It's
said.
neutral
I
damage.
thought you meant the opposite. Flying.
No. What I'm saying is, the Zarud, you knock off any item here.
Mhm.
Like you don't know what's Salic. You don't know what the item is, right? Like there's no way to really predict that.
Yeah.
But I think from there you had the lines really easy afterwards. You knock off into you could whip into or whatever your moves are, or just click knock off a few times. Then you could go Cinderace Powerball Hill. And now Valiant, if that Valiant was choiced, it has to select coverage. So and you could sack Garchomp there, and then you have Petulant, which should live most hits from it. And then Cinderace probably is outspeeds it, so I think it was a little bit of a fumble, but it happens. Great job by Bagel John.
Yeah.
I think
That.
we should move to the next game.
Yeah, we should. Well played to both of you guys. Okay. This is gonna be the last one out of the Good Boy Association versus Final Gambit series. It's gonna be Paul versus Alice Sabrina.
These are two of my guys right here. I love Paul. He's the defending NatDex champion in SGBL in our Spectre division. Alice Sabrina, someone I invited to the server for this team tour and was a teammate of mine in the Sim tour. They were just an excellent player. I thought they would be a great addition, and I can only imagine these two had a great game.
Yeah, I agree. Really good, phenomenal players to watch and good teammates all around. On Alice's side, we see. I'm assuming that's a Terra Dark King Gambit because I never seen like just Rock Gambit after, and Terra Ground. Yes. On Paul's side, we see Terra Fairy Necro and a Terra Ice Thunderous Incarnate, so both being Thunderous, which actually looks pretty stupid this game, assuming there's not much resist to it at all. Like, I mean, as both being usually is, the closest thing you get is, I guess, thick fat Venusaur if this is Mega Venusaur. So
I'm
that looks
pretty sure it is.
okay. So that's probably gonna be the Thunderous resist, assuming Thunderous isn't like physical acrobatics or something. Then that Venusaur is gonna get a fucking Valiant as usual. It's pretty stupid. I don't even know what the check is. Valiant. Still poison. Necro is probably Terra Fairy to resist sucker punches from the Gambit, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like a Sweeper, Agility, Dragon Dance, maybe a Trick Room policy set. To me, the Moltres is going to use Terra Ground just to be an easier switch in. Rotapi, necessary. And we also see
Yep.
a Diggersby here, which is always a fun guy. Watch.
Yeah, I wonder what the leads are here. You could see lead Meow with Scarf a lot of the times.
Mhm.
I could see Diggersby with Foul Play is something to think about against a Garchomp here.
Yeah.
Flame Body Moltres is, Flame Body, you may see like Scarf Diggersby with Facade.
Mhm.
That's something I think I'm pretty sure that's Facade. I feel like every normal type does. There's lots to think about here. I'm interested to see how this matchup went.
Yeah, I definitely think the Meow's gonna be pads just because there's the Flame Body and Rough Skin from Moltres and Archer.
Yeah, most likely.
That are like a Spike
I wonder if
Slash.
it's running Power Gem as well. Power Gem might be great for the Moltres.
That is true. Let me switch this to start. Alright, in comes Meow.
Yeah,
Leading. Into Venusaur, just getting the
against
Mega off.
Venusaur. Ooh.
Where we go see Spike's lead. Okay, makes sense.
I'm guessing this is Sash, right?
Most likely. Alright, this Meow is always going to be frail, so Toxic isn't the biggest deal. Okay. But Toxic was a pretty free switch in. There's no steal or crazy.
It's not the. Okay, this gonna be annoying stuff then.
I'm thinking this could be like Toxic sub VC. At this point, definitely like a more defensive Venusaur. Just another Toxic, okay. U-turn.
Yeah, the problem is this Venusaur could always spam Leech Seed in this situation.
Yeah, no Rapid Spin to get rid of the Leech Seed, and the Grass is Meow, which can be.
Which gets pressured way too much.
Oh, but we get a Psychic
good
crit.
Psychic.
Oh shit. Okay. The Stunners gets Toxic. I'm assuming we just go swap
Yeah,
out or
that-
just a protect.
Jeez, that crit made things interesting here.
And the Spadef drop too. Thunderbolt. Okay. Just try and stall out this Thunderous as much as possible.
Yeah, but I think we're seeing the chip between Leech Seed, Toxic, and everything. Alice complaining about the crit.
I mean,
Oh,
if you got a
blame. I
crit
would
and a
too.
Spadef drop, I would be surprised if they
he-
didn't complain. U-turn.
Dude, I would have too. Wow, getting rid of the Venusaur is huge.
It's amazing, yeah.
It feels like it was really good into a lot of members on the opposing team.
Alright, this Masquerade is not a bad switch at all. It resists both stats and it's already status, so doesn't even worry about getting those to pair him. It comes to Iron Valiant, booster
Booster?
speed. Okay, usually this is saved for like
This-
late game, but this is a mid game booster speed Valiant. With Spirit Break, just KOs. Oh, let's just Meow
I
Masquerade
think
go.
they're almost. Yeah, I think they're almost forced to in that situation, though, right? Oh, Spirit Break.
Okay, goes for
again.
Spirit Break, maybe Fishy for the special attack draw. Goes for the Wisp. Is this gonna be a mixed Valiant or just fully physical?
I mean, if it's mixed Valiant with Focus Blast, that's a crazy bring, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, I'm
confused.
a little confused on that one.
I feel like Rotomosh could have been it. Maybe expecting like.
Yeah, they just. I mean, Necrozma's in a interesting position. If this is like physical Necrozma,
Automatize. Oh
a
shit.
top.
Just kidding.
Yeah, this is Photon
Oh,
Geyser.
Geyser.
I mean, that's. Yeah, I think you run the coverage on this Necrozma, right?
Yeah. Alright, in comes the Garsha. Alright, Terra Fairy. I'm curious why the Garchomp switched to knowing this Necro is Terra Fairy. It just goes for Rock
Maybe it's a
Tomb.
force. Oh, Rock
Ooh,
Tomb.
okay, interesting attack.
Hmm.
But yeah, Paul can just heal back in.
Well, oh my god, it's taking a lot though.
Yeah. It's taking more than I thought. Alright, I'm expecting a Whisper
I
foul
mean,
play.
look,
on
we know
this.
Garchomp's one of the greatest mons of all time.
Okay, we see a Wisp. Is this long? No,
We've
it's
seen
not.
way too many Rotom burn Garchomps on this stream already.
Dude, I know.
This is a miserable day for me.
Yeah, maybe they did stay for a sub chat.
Dragon Tail.
Dragon Tail Garchomp. Okay. I'm assuming the Moltres
I don't
comes
know,
in.
Gem.
Oh no, UK. Archer just stays in.
I think you
bubble.
say, yeah, it's spamming Dragon Tail here.
Okay. I'm assuming this Annihilate is
It
punching glove.
Probably. Diggersby.
Diggersby.
Diggersby, what a beast.
Might go 8-12. Alright, return. Takes the rough
Rough
trip.
Stone.
Okay.
I
That's a
mean,
life
pause
orb.
that.
Dang. Flamethrower just kills the
Life
Diggersby.
Orb. I mean, I get it. Diggersby's probably going 1-for-1 in most games that you're hoping for, right?
Okay, goes for Psychic.
Oh. Wait, what?
Wait, wasn't Thunderbolt... I guess expecting Terra Ground to come? Did they tear their guy yet? Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
No, I mean, it makes sense. You're trying to get as much trip as much as possible. Safest play is the Psychic. If they go Gambit, they risk getting Thunderbolt chip. I would have just Thunderbolted there, but like, I see the mention.
Ah, man, just Psychic just that just feels like it beat nothing though.
Maybe the Molchus needs to be in range for something. Bolt switch into Mr. Gambit.
Oh, the goat.
All right. Go
Oh,
sit
it is
with
a Terror Captain.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wait a minute. Is
Rock
this...
Polish Gambit. Oh shit. Iron Hand. Wait, how healthy is this Rotom? 82% left. Okay, we go into.
I don't think 82 is enough.
Holy fuck. Okay,
Terra
Caltech.
Dark, 3 dead.
Yeah, this is a boot.
Oh,
Bro,
lefties.
I did not expect Rock Polish Gambit. I don't know if it gets that in Paldex. Dude, that's wild. I don't think it does.
Holy shit. Wow,
Well,
Alice. What a freaking bring.
Yeah, I know. Holy crap, dude. This is Natdex too, so
Whoa,
I'm kind of curious
honestly,
why
Paul
a knockoff over.
got the. This is only a Natdex exclusive move?
Knockoff is exclusive to Gamma on the Natdex. I'm pretty sure. So I'm curious why it's still Caltech, but I'm sure there's like a reason. Rock Polish is also like Natdex.
Oh.
Exclusive. I'm pretty sure. Because I know Landos don't get any. Dang, well played by Alice. Rock Polish Gambit was awesome.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, great set.
Yeah,
Really?
Landorus lost it. Dude, this was like fast and offensive because that heat wave after Terra Dark still did a decent amount. It would have probably killed otherwise.
Yeah.
What a freaking bring, Alice. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, great bring, dude. Awesome. Alright, that's the end of the games we're going to be covering for Good Boy versus Final Gambit. You said you want to cover our series next?
This was one of my. I have a personal bias in this game for one of these mons. So, I personally loved one set on here.
Alright, so did you want to cover the Sigmas versus Fish Farm, or did you want to cover our series?
Really good too. So Jake on the right hand side versus Mr. Bursty or Mr. E. We could. I mean,
what do you want to do? I'll find out.
Your call. We could do Sigmas versus Fish Farm.
Okay, let's just do Sigmas versus Fish.
We could start off with this series. Let's start off with this game because
Okay.
I have about 15 minutes left.
Okay. Alright, so Ace Jake brought the Iron Valkyrie on another
Terra Fairy Zarude.
Yeah, Terra Fairy Zarude versus.
Oh, Terra Fairy Zarude, Terra Emam Zarude.
What? Oh, Terra Steel.
Terra Flying Gambit.
Terra Flying Gambit.
Entei. I believe Entei is the other Terra Captain on this team.
Oh, Big Pharma said game of the week. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. Yeah, as usual, Terra Zarude.
I wonder why Pharma says
that. Spoilers, I guess. Gambit, Terra Flying Gambit looks stupid here. There's no flying or dark resist. Like flying and dark resist in this team combined. Maybe we're gonna see in the Rock.
Yeah, even Zarude, especially Sword Stance, could probably break all cups.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. It's good
All
stuff.
right, let's see this thing rumble. Let's see them play.
All right, in comes Terapagos. Vera Merchant Entei.
Tarap. There's two Terapagos sets that I always look for.
Yeah, Meteor Beam or
It's
like.
either lead rocks or it runs meteor being turned on.
Yep. Oh,
Terra Star's
Chilean
fun.
Berry. That's so much, even with Chilean Berry. This is definitely offensive real time.
Terapagos is-
Breaks the Terra Shove.
Oh, I wonder if it's. Man, I can't remember. I wonder if this was Specs Terapagos.
It might be since it's a lead. Ooh, and Leaf Storm misses. So this Toadstool just goes down doing absolutely nothing. Excellent lead so far.
Holy shit! Oh,
Alright, just spams Terra starts from expecting the Gambit to Terra.
oh, that is brutal.
It does almost half. Ah, damn. 40.
Yeah, this thing's definitely Specs. It's a
Alright.
41.
Alright, predicting Sucker Punch, in comes the Cinderay.
Oh my goodness.
Dang, okay. So great lead by Bursty Boy so far. I think that's him, right?
I mean, I think at this point, if you're trying, oh my gosh, they
Ooh.
switched.
Fireball
Smart move.
into Gunk Shot. Bam. This real time is gone.
Oh, what the burn.
Honestly, Gunk Shot again.
Jeez.
Eruption. It's revealed to be Scarf. Instantly kills the
He's really behind
Cinderace.
the 8-ball right now.
Bam. And there's no fire resist either. This Entei looks fucking bonky. Okay. Here comes the Earth Power.
That is a lot of power from an eruption.
Yeah, it's a terrifying Entei. Gold Palmer. Okay. Goes for Ice Beam. Just kills this fucking.
Yeah, I think,
It's dead. Here's this Uru about a Terra Fairy. Sure.
And
Yep.
is this Yachi Berry? Nope, this is dead.
No, it's not Yachi because
So
it's,
much for is it a Yachi Berry or not?
yeah, it's go Terra out of the
Yeah,
Yachi.
it has to use the Terra though.
Yeah, Fairy. But this dang, this like this Entei has a zero switch.
Oh god, Zerud's so bulky. Yeah, but hold on, Zerud's bulky, but it took.
God damn. All right, Galapagos sack.
I don't think there's anything left. I
Yep.
think everything's gonna blow up.
Dude. Excellent brain,
You know, I
but
think just looking at the matchup, it probably went so hard. It was like, yeah, Terapagos, you so hard. It was like, yeah, Terapagos. You just needed Terapagos a little bit in range.
yeah,
That was, oh my god, I love Entei. So seeing Entei pop off is like one of my favorite things in the world.
dude. I never seen Entei pop off like that ever until now. It's awesome. All right, well played.
That's because you never seen me use Entei.
I never drafted it. I'm kind of like drafted now. This shit looks cool. All right, well played by HJ.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was literally fire. All right.
Excellent.
Oh wait, no,
gameplay.
this was the first game. Kung Fu Panda versus Swaggy. Both really.
Oh yeah, this was the
really good
first game of the
of the season. Yeah.
Swaggy, really well known. Yeah, Swaggy, really well known Smogon, Nathex player, and just Smogon player in general. KP4, really making a name for themselves and becoming one of the best. I actually played Paul in the finals of the last Nathex season we had over here, and they've been picking butt all over the place.
Yeah, and Swaggy's
So
been
these
really
two fighting
popular.
It out, it looks
in-
so interesting.
Yeah, it's really Paul. I mean, not Paul. KP4 was a finalist in our Nathex season. Swaggy's prominence Smogon scene to winning the winter seasonal. I think last year. I think I'm not recalling it properly, but still, really
Actually, a
too.
little funny SGB. Yeah, funny SGBL's little factoid for you, Hunky.
Mhm.
These are the last two losers in the finals of our last two top div Natex seasons.
Oh right,
Swaggy
right.
lost to Who in season 3
Mhm.
of the SGBL Natex season I was in, and Kung Fu Panda lost to Paul in the finals in season 5, which is the last two seasons we did Natex. So very prominent players, playing in this one.
Yeah, for sure. On KP4 side, we see a Terra fighting Carbink. Okay. And as probably as gonna be the Darkrai check without Terra here. And a Terra
They're fighting
fighting,
itself too.
yeah, Terra fighting Azelf.
Hmm.
Maybe the Yoshifu's also Terra Water. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure like Yoshifu's Terra Water. It could be not. Maybe there's like a Terra Cup that's not. 6. Oh wait, no, that I'm talking about Swaggy sign. My bad. AP4 sign has I'm assuming the Orgrimmon is gonna be Terra Water. If you look at the team,
Ogre.
yeah, the bulky, it's not that bulky. I mean, like for water resist, you'll of course have the Petron, so that's gonna definitely move some hits. And your resist are your Shifu and Yaskura, so not the bulkiest things in the world at all. With that out of the way, let's get started with the matchup. Yeah, this is first game of the season. Rotom lead into. I've seen so much Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat into Masquerade. Into Garbank. Whiffs comes out. So if it's gonna be terrifying body press, that damage is shit. Volt switch. Into Overpon. Body press.
That was carbon. So do you immediately Terra here if you're Ogre? You probably do, right? You want to just get this damage off? Ooh, substitute.
Yeah. We can see Source Dance? We do. Alright, this Petron is looking a little bit.
Oh, foul play
it's
is
been
big.
yeah. But this Petron dies.
I mean, I don't know if Petron lives that. That's a lot of multipliers to move.
There's also a crit. But Ivy Cudgel always like has a high crit chance, so I'm not sure how much hacks that. Meow comes in, Rotom he comes in on the Meow. Meow U-turns, Azelf, Rotom Heats, Dragonite, Psychic breaking its multi-scale. Another Psychic comes out.
Bulky Dragonite.
It's revealed to be special Dragonite. Goes for Hurricane and misses. Are we gonna see a Roost here? Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I think the Dragonite probably wanted to be bulky to check a couple things in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Here comes a Roost.
Yeah, and regain that multi-scale back.
Alright, what comes in here? Iron Treads? Okay. Alright, this is a free spin. No spin blocking since Petra is down. This Carbink chooses to stay in. Okay, risking an Earthquake or Iron Hand.
I would just to click.
It goes bypass because of the
Yeah,
burn, it does
Carbink-
nothing.
Carbink's crazy bulky though.
Yeah, Carbink is like surprisingly like a really good crit matter. Okay, gotcha. Dragonite comes in, fighting. Terra Blast does a solid 9% or 6% actually. Alright, Carbink expecting a Hurricane, but damn, this Dragonite needs glasses, yeah. It comes to Iron Treads. Blind as fuck. Here comes the body press.
Oh, nice read. Nice read by Swaggy there, getting chip on the switch.
Yeah. KP4 over predicts a ban and goes for Ice Spinner, and in return gets like a body press and a crit. So for sure, Iron Tread's gonna EQ or Iron Hand here. So Swaggy makes a good play, switching into Azelf. Now KP4 is forced to sack his drugs. As Azelf goes into Masquerade. In comes Darkrai.
I think that was quite a sequence of pivoting there by Swaggy without any pivoting moves.
Holy shit, this Azelf is just dead. Probably Scarf too if it's switched in on the Darkrai like that. Goes for Gleam. Covers the Dragonite too, so good play. This Dragonite could just roost though. Yeah. So probably switch it to Carbink or something.
Oh, bulky.
Alright, so Swaggy's trying to just waste the roost at this point. Maybe trying to open up
I
some
wonder if
dodges.
Ironically, I think Swaggy, I think KP4 is just gonna try to get back into multi range or multi scale.
Yeah, I'm assuming Swaggy's plays to make Dragonite almost lose all its roots for some. But it got multi-scale back.
Funky, you're breaking up on my end.
Can you hear me properly now? Volt switch.
Funky?
Yeah, can you hear me? Let me pause
Funky, I
this.
have no idea where you are on the stream, but you were breaking up and the games were freezing for me.
Oh shit. Oh, is the stream like lacking too? Looks fine on my end. Can you hear me now?
Interesting. I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Let's skip back a few turns.
I was where the Dragonite got back to multi-scale with Roost.
Mhm.
That's where I was.
Okay. Alright, it got back into Roost now.
And I assume Rotom Heat probably switches in after that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
At this point, Rotom Heat's healthy.
Mhm.
Azelf is just spamming Scarf, I assume.
Yeah, it's
Dazzles.
Scarf. Because it switched to that Darkrai pretty willingly.
Mhm.
Volt switch. Alright, what comes in next? Darkrai. Here's Carbink, okay. Sludge Bomb
Bomb
just
not just
KOs this. Alright. Goodbye, sweet
That's
prince.
kind of an odd. I mean, maybe it's like specs or something. That may have been the only way I would get the kill there.
Yeah.
Oh, Garchomp with scale shot.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh, and a crit. Oh wait, that crit. Oh, a double crit.
Double crit is insane, by the way. Goes for
Oh
another
no,
skill
wait,
shot.
this probably kills now with 4.
Yeah, and now it outspeeds
No,
any
just
potential
4
Scar
didn't
frame
kill.
that KP4 has. And it lives the Ice Beam on a roll, I'm assuming. Good
What the
god.
hell? That's crazy because Mesprit like would have killed his Garchomp here. Instead, now Swaggy's got to let him take a lot of damage.
Dude, this skill shot is not missing at all, too. That's so crazy. Okay, but it
I mean,
only
at
gets
least it's only going
4
for-
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, the last 2 I only got 4, but jeez.
Yeah, it's so wild, dude. But now this, your Shifu could come in, get a free Trailblaze. It can live. It doesn't. It outspeeds. But even if it didn't, like, what they have Lum. Yeah, right. They have Lum. So
Oh,
what's
Lumberry?
the matter?
Okay, that's big.
Goes for Surgic Strikes.
Oh, how much did Trailblaze do the first time? I'm actually shocked they didn't go for it again.
It
You know
didn't
what,
do
it may
too
have been
much.
It may have been too. It may have been too risky of a roll.
Yeah.
Trailblaze is very weak.
Trailblaze is too weak. But since the Rodon has lowered the special attack, doesn't Urshifu doesn't take. And Lum covers the rest. Yeah, Surgic Strike kills.
Okay, the Dragonite comes in.
Alright, Ice Spinner comes in.
That's strong.
But the Thunder Wave misses. Oh no. Yeah, the Dragonite would have won pretty easily.
Dragonite was blind as a bat. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. CC comes in. Goodbye,
I mean,
Ogerpon.
this
over.
Is probably, I mean, unless Darkrai is like Choppleberry or something.
Or
I think this
Scarf.
one's over.
Huh.
Scarf
Nope.
would also give it a chance, but yeah.
Oh man, that's so
I
unfortunate.
think the Darkrai was specs because of the Sludge Bomb damage on Crybank.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, jeez, I feel really.
Wow, poor
Yeah, this
KP4.
Dragonite. I mean, I'll be honest. The Dragonite, some of the hits were against Carbink, so I don't know how much those mattered.
I mean, it probably
But
does because
yeah.
Carbink doesn't like have recovery unless it goes for a rest for me. So any chip on it still.
I mean, I think they'll. Yeah, I get it. It was burnt also. I think the bigger difference on the Carbink hits, you could get it into rolls.
Uh-huh.
Azelf miss mattered a lot. I don't really remember the play. Oh, the one you guys missed on Azelf? Yeah, it was that one mattered a lot more. The Azelf one.
Mhm.
But yeah, missing the Thunder Wave there at the end. What was Dragonite's moves? Did we see all 4 moves there?
No, I don't think we saw Roost, Thunderwave, and Hurricane. Yeah.
Hurricane Roost, Thunder Wave. Yeah, I guess the only other thing is if it had an accurate move to hit the Urshifu. But maybe it had nothing to kill it, and Thunder Wave was really just the safest play.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Fire Blast for the final move. So yeah, you have to go for Thunder Wave there. That's the you go for Thunder Wave there, you probably just win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just an unfortunate sequencing of events, honestly.
Meow wasn't revealed to be Scarf, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, it would have stayed in Dark Dragon.
Yeah, I don't think Meow could win an endgame there.
Yeah.
Just based on the positioning.
That was straight up property. Unfortunate.
The fish farm know all about that. So.
All right. Well, still.
Not in a trash talking way, and they've been unfortunate with their luck way the last 2 seasons. So, I'm here for one more game, Hunky, and then I have to bounce.
Is there a specific game you want to cover?
You guys close out the rest. Geez, is there one specific game I like to talk about? Give me 1 second. Week 1. We saw that series. Fish Farm, we saw one of the best games, I thought. I'd rather not go through a Haxie game, so I'm going to avoid those. I mean, there's a Fusions game that was played between, Carolero and, what's his name? Doge. I think that's one of the best games of the entire week.
Okay, so I actually this is gonna be we're gonna like cut through the Fishmark sickness first. We'll go back to it.
We're gonna go back to this one.
We'll go back to games after. Let's just cover this one. This is a game between my team, the Pastoria Gym Bros, versus Carolero, who's the captain of Beans on Toast. So this is the first game of the series, Fusion's game. Yeah, like, okay, how do I say this? How do I say shit without revealing crap?
How about this, Hunky? Let me do it this way.
Okay.
Both of these players, just a little bit of a team player preview. Both of these players are probably 2 of the most experienced players in our version of Fusions. And both of them have a lot of experience in terms of drafting and playing. Doge made it into the second/third divisions final last season. We ran Fusions and lost in the finals. Carolero won the first Fusions championship in our top div and has been pretty consistently one of the best performers. If we want to go through the Mons on their team, I would just start off with Doge on the left first. It's Walking Wake and what? Walking Wake Lilligant on a Sun team here with Torkoal Claydol. Probably going to see a lot more Chlorophyll on this set. Although Photosynthesis is always usable, especially if you want to get attack boosting. We have Raichu with Tornadus T. This is probably going to run regen most weeks, although Lightning Rod is very usable. Fluttermane Dedenne, this gives Gift Stab Moonblast and give... Pretty much it's a Fluttermane with just slightly less special attack and defense. Mandibuzz Quillfish, Dark Poison with Intimidate, really bulky Mon. And then Gouging Fire Passimian. Probably run Defiant most of the time on this. Firefighting. Oh, you can actually run Proto's probably better on the Sun team. On the opposing side, we have Dugong Leafeon, which is a thick, fat grass water. The next Mon is Slowbro Galar Umbreon, which is a regen Mon with Dark Poison, which is a very popular fusion type. Raging Bull Zatu, Magic Bounce is probably its best ability, although Proto's really good in this matchup. Tropicus Decidueye, Stab Normal Ghost with Terra Shell and Rooster Recover Back. Sock Ogrebon Hearth Flame, another firefighting type, Mold Breaker Mon, and the last one's Enam Zygarde. Yeah, just Fairy Ground. Although Contrary is banned in our Fusions format, and Power Construct is banned in our Fusions format. It has ridiculous stabs to complement each other in Dragon Dance setup.
I'm gonna put this game on normal because it's a real one. And
This is a pretty long game, so
we're gonna see some. Do you want to comment to this game, Byron? Or should I?
my comments. I actually didn't watch the early part of this game. I joined relatively late, so I don't really know how the early game went.
Okay.
I imagine it was a lot of positioning because I don't think anything died too early.
It's gonna be fusions in general. If you guys don't know, mostly leaning towards a bulky offense type of format. Sometimes there's stall, sometimes there's hyper offense. Just really bulky guys pivoting constantly. Let's get started with that. Okay, we see the Raging Bolt lead and the Righteous double electrifying lead. The Righteous revealed to be Life Orb onto the Clay Doll. But we get the Raging Bolt on some boost. Switches on Volt Switch. Air Slash Miss, which is big for us. Then comes a Toxic, which is going to be really important. See.
Yeah, I think the toxic there is huge. I think missing air slash doesn't help, ruins the fact that they can't confirm sets here.
Yeah, we get some big
Jeez.
chips on the.
Is this Specs? This feels like Specs freaking.
Yeah. So basically,
I'm guessing. Alright.
the idea here, Flare yeah, it was Max. We wanted to just like really force the damage on the what's what it called Rage World Saw 2 Fusion Sunrise City. And I think it was a good trade, just getting like damage on these two guys, because right now we're just putting everything in of our win cons, which is we have three, the Walking Raichu and Magic Fire. So and we have like some slow pivoting with two guys. As long as we can keep these three guys healthy and we can like force some damage on the sock and Raging Bolt especially. It's gonna be
Yeah, I think it's an interesting trade. You got chip on two big things though, so
go for
Solar
Solar
Beam.
Beam. I mean,
I don't. Yeah, but what was on the field? Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just go for the water move there.
yeah, Hydra's team. Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, I guess for the Dugong to come in. I don't know.
No,
I
dude,
think
you were right. Hydra's team should have been the play, but I guess we were fearing Dugong. But it's also like Dugong when we were like doing mocks. Dugong wasn't sure to be the bulk he's thinking about, so you could always just like it doesn't do much back either because it doesn't get freeze drive or anything like that. So I think just Hydra's team grasp probably have been better. But
yeah, I think you would have been fine. I think you want to get as much chip as possible, so confirm damage rolls too. So it's alright. I get Doge's the thought process there, but
we go to Mandibuzz, fearing like a potential poison, but it's revealed to be Acid Spray. Its damage also reveals to be AV. Yep, and we got to knock it off, so that opens up our Raichu and because
that's actually pretty big right there.
So Carolera makes a smart play, uses this opportunity to bring something passive like Mandibuzz. I mean, bring something in like the sock, do something passive that's like Mandibuzz. It gets a free synthesis to be a little bit more healthier. But here's a funny interaction. We knocked off. Typically with Ogerpon, knockoff damage isn't going to do much. Hard Flame Mask isn't knocked off. But we found a new interaction. And it does get knocked off. So if Carolera was watching, he's probably asleep right now, but someone knows how Cudgel works without Hard Flame on the field, like the Hard Flame Mask. Let us know. This was just really funny. I think everyone in chat was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, I remember. I was here for this moment. I was very confused. I was like, "Holy shit! I got knocked off."
Yeah, Bleaking
I
Storm.
think it's one of those. Yeah, it's definitely one of those weird fusion like Pokeathlon decisions. So, I don't really. It's probably gonna be one of those things that could get changed out of nowhere. We've had a lot of stuff get changed over time. randomly on the site, such as how Mega Evolutions work and how other alternate forms work. So, and we've been pushing them to adjust things. So it's actually kind of funny that this happened in the game.
Yeah, and
But life
downvote,
orb
this is left
Raichu,
arm
holy
Raichu.
shit.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure, especially since the AV is gone. We always go Mandibuzz here. For Income Sock. Using this opportunity to maybe get another citizen off. Mandibuzz does reveal you too. We go for Surf, knocking out Sock. In comes the Terapagos. And this thing is super scary. Don't know Ghost Stab with with
Oh
Tertium.
my goodness.
Yeah, we were definitely expecting like setup. You sure? So I think Taunt was still like the appropriate play, at least for now.
No, I think Taunt's a fine play. There's not much like this mon is one of the best fusion mons out there.
Yeah.
And there's so many options, but
We got to knock out those Enums leftovers, which is gonna be really important because it's revealed to be substitute.
oh
Yeah, this Enum is looking really scary because if it gets 2 defenses off, I think it just straight up wins. Yeah, I mean maybe the right.
definitely.
Yeah, maybe the Wake Fluid Fusion can lift a bit, but like physical Enum was so like, and we had to break
Yeah,
it
this
once.
is a lot of power.
Yeah, so it really becomes a guessing game of like, do you sack something and like force the instant to come out on the Enam, so it's only boosted speed, and you can try to take it out that way, or does Carolero predict that and just goes for another TD and went stress straight up. So that's what I was stressed the most watching this match. But
Yes, substitute here is crazy.
yeah, goes for U-turn. It doesn't even get it's not even gone. Goes for a play rough. Proves to be a 2-shot. So honestly, I'm not sure about the exact ones, but since this is 1,000 Arrows, I'm pretty sure play rough.
I think the sequencing you're thinking of is gonna happen later in the game. But,
Yeah, I think if Enam just
I remember
here again, they maybe could have like straight up won.
I actually don't know because the play rough, how much did it do to you just now?
Play rough did like a lot. It did 66. So
I don't. It may just. The problem is that you have to think from Carolero's side, right? You could get away with running a lot of HP on something like this because of your chlorophyll ability. That even if it gets a ×2, I may not kill it from full. So
that's true.
I think there's, and again, 66 at another +1. You get into the 90-ish range. Maybe you have a roll to kill it. I think if you did 70, it would have been a little bit of a different story, but it's tricky.
It's definitely true.
Mhm.
Yeah, but this was a scary turn, but luckily we were able to take out this Hutch team. Now, if those okay, wait, I forgot. Is this fusion faster than like a +2 faster than +2 weight? It is.
Well, that's 320. That's way faster because that mon is 104 with a 115 body. That has to be about a 111 speed, I would imagine, or 112 speed.
So with +2 Enam outspeed the chlorophyll.
Well, it won't outspeed a chlorophyll mon at +1, but at +2 it definitely will.
Yeah, +2. So if I don't know if Carolero predicted like a switch to Mandibuzz or right here played on, but for a DD we would have just lost straight up, or even went for like another sub or something. So this was a play I was scared of. Luckily they just chose to attack here. I'm pretty sure you sacked the play down essentially, but that's fine. I think we have enough.
I think here you definitely sack late all. You keep pressuring it because you can hit it super effective, or you could break its subs, which is the issue Mandibuzz had earlier. You couldn't break it.
Yeah, good point.
And obviously knowing what the end game situation is, you do have an out. You just need to get past this one mon, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just this Enam that's really good at previous structure, as you'll see this game.
Mm-hmm.
Played all Oracle goes down. That's pretty much fine though. We're Heat Rock, so we have at least like 5 turns to pressure. Here we probably should have just Hydro Steam. Who cares about Dugong?
I don't know. I'm sick of these are the plays Doge makes that irritates me, but that's one of my proteges, so so I get really it's my fault at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's your fault. But
I mean Hydro Steam probably just
yeah,
bops this thing, so
Hydro Steam, yeah, it does around 45.
oh my god, it does not. And it did not kill you.
No,
What is
45.
this
It would have like 2. But luckily we lived spring, so we're able to actually just take or at least make this slow bro go go out, activate generator. But no, he chooses to sack sack.
Interesting. All right, now you got the Thunderclap mind games, right?
I think it's pretty obvious they're gonna thunderclap if we're in this range, because like, why would you like more sun when I just like, you know? So I would like, if I was Doge, I would definitely sit this in here, and luckily for us, he does make that play, especially because we didn't reveal that this is before. Honestly, I don't know if we have like, maybe I like misread the accounts. Maybe we don't have a thunderclap, but if we did, I just team was pretty much.
Yeah, I'm a little confused there too. We're at -2 to be fair.
Yeah,
so.
we were -2. So maybe the counts.
I don't know, but this could get a little wonky.
I mean, thankfully we were able to get that toxic off before this raging will eventually die. Keeps on going.
Oh.
So it's not like the end of the world. So in comes the Volt Switch. We go back into Wake. On the Volt Switch.
Oof. Yeah, I think that Thunderclap probably killed them.
Yeah, I think. Surf. Just Volt Switch again.
Yeah, this is one of those tricky situations where both teams, right? Star Storm.
We just
Oh,
YouTube
they
or knock
switch.
off. And we actually get rid of this thing's Rocky Helmet, which is really big for our gouging.
Oh, I don't know why he didn't attack. You know, there's a couple plays by Carolero here.
Yeah, it happens though. It's from. There's another Dragon Dance.
Dragon Dance.
Alright, so
pause right there.
oh fuck, dude! But when that turn happened, I was
Time out. When he clicked Dragon Dance and whatever, I said beforehand, because I was talking to people, I was like, you got to sub on the Raichu here, because you just have to like see what it goes for, because you have this Intimidate fucker that's like sneaking in there, right?
Yeah.
If they sub there, they just won the game, because this Mon can't break a sub, and he could have got to the ×2 that he needed to probably win this game here.
Yep. So
I was a little shocked at Doge there. I mean, at Carolero there, because now you get into the opposite scenario of, which could he sub here? Sure, but now he's never gonna get back to that. You know, he's never gonna get to that ×2 if I'm not mistaken that he needed.
I think we were bulky enough to live 1+1 as an arrow, so I was more scared of like a DD predicting the middle.
Yeah, it was a tough situation for both players. They both had to make a certain play, and
yeah,
you know, it's easy hindsight. In the moment, you're in a pressure game, team tour. It's very difficult to sometimes make a decision, and you have more pressure because you're playing for others and not just yourself. It wasn't a terrible play, but it was also a play that prevented you from ultimately winning this one, I think.
Really unfortunate. But I was thankful.
Oh yeah, then he 1,000 arrows there. I would have just subbed right there again. Again, I don't know. Sometimes Showdown's a little wonky, but it looks, even Carolero admitted to this after the fact, he was above 25%.
Yeah.
So, and then the demon set right here.
Yeah, so this is a Lee Jones called Ian Doge. made the set like top of the way bid. It's Heat Crash, Morning Sun, ED. What's the fourth one? Okay, I don't remember the fourth
Morning.
move. It's not a like a fighting. It's not a back move. But that those three moves in itself, along with the Spidef booster, really cooks at this end game. All the physical tappers are gone. You just go for DD here. And you go for
Yeah,
taunt. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the move. We had taunt to
It
cover
was
for
taunt.
Encore or Haze taunt the Dugong.
Yeah, I think that's where you see the Rocky helmet being knocked off is huge.
Yeah, exactly. We could always recover the knocking helmet, but if you could see on this flip turn, we actually okay, this wasn't alright, we just like DD this crap goes get sacked. Here comes Dugong again. We go for a taunt. Here comes the flip turn. So if we on the crit, so if we took some Rocky helmet chip at least like twice, it was been this gouge probably would have been bad. But we could just freely Morning Sun here.
I'm actually so shocked that Air Slash doesn't.
Yeah, we're Spidef booster for a
Wow.
reason.
Whoa, it only does 43.
Yeah.
That is crazy stuff.
It's pretty bad.
I mean,
So-
you can put this thing on fast at this point.
Yeah. It's basically over. As long as Doge doesn't choke, we win this game. He crash. Go for Morning Sun here.
Yeah,
Fair.
no, it's difficult. I think Carolero probably needed to go for Air Slash there. Just you got to make a play.
Nah, your slash didn't matter at that point because we always.
At that point, you have to fish for like some crit that surpasses the limits of Mons.
It was just playing for a choke on. It was just because it would have been region.
This was one of the best sets of the week. I thought this set was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was an excellent cook by our feature. Yeah,
Kudos to them.
So there's a few things that will want Carolera's side. Obviously the ENAP place, but also like at the very beginning, like I don't know how much Air Slash would have done, but it would have done a significant amount. So if he had taken like chip on the playdown, the ENAM turns would be a lot more scary. Yeah, like
I
this
think look, yeah, I think the way things played out, he had a situation where he should have taken it more. He allowed the Mandibuzz to be the winning, to allow Doge to win the game,
Mhm.
because where he should have abused that Mon for being unable to take advantage of this Enamorous. So it's tough. I swear, like games like this are so tough because it comes down to the sets you bring and the EVs you invest. It is these two players. I thought they played an unbelievable game, and this was, a little bit of hacks, but that's every game. That's a lot of games.
Yeah, this was a
But I
beginning
thought
to
both
a.
players played really well.
This is a beginning to a great series. We were actually 3-3 going into Game 7. And I think that was the only series that week like it's like that. That's something.
Okay. Yeah, this was a heck of a game. I really wanted to watch this one live because this one I enjoyed so much in the moments, and sometimes that's the thing. This game had like 25 people in the chat during the game. It was like ridiculous. It was so much fun. There was a few games this week that had over 20-something people. We encourage everyone to keep talking in games and having fun and chatting. Keep it, respectful and everything, but having good banter with the other team and other people. It was a lot of fun. This is one of the most fun games we've had on our tours. And we've had a few games this weekend that hit over 20 people in the chat that were actual logged in users. I wonder how many more were not logged in watching. So this was a fun game to be a part of and watch. Hunky, I'm going to head out. You can have a great rest of your stream. Maybe Bob Fields makes an appearance on in the chats.
If Bob Fields gave me a Bugatti, he'd save me for a fire once. So.
All right, have a great stream, everyone. Keep chatting it up in the server. Bye.
Bye. Alright, we're gonna go back to the Sigmas versus Fishfarm. games, and then we'll go back to Posterior Bros versus Pizza Toast, and then we'll finish it off with TVs versus Post Before Bros. So right now we have Dialpo versus Zero. I probably like butchered the fuck out of that name. My bad, dude. So we see a Terra flying Zeraora. So Zeraora it's not SV, so no Terra Blast. So I'm assuming this could be like an acrobatics set. The other Terra, it could be Diancie. Oh no, it's the fucking Araquanid. Terra Electric Araquanid, so that's gonna be really interesting to watch. On Dialpo side, we have Palafin, Venusaur, Terra Ground Tornadus, Latias, Iron Treads, and Umbreon. I haven't seen Umbreon in a minute. It's sad Byron had to leave. Yeah, he's in our. I could still hear his voice. Alright, so the Zeraora honestly looks pretty stupid. I think Latias is gonna be the check. Because it's definitely not gonna be Mega Venusaur or regular Venusaur. I'm assuming it's Mega because there's no like sun. Because the Zeraora is terrifying. Landorus is looking a little bit scary too, like EQ, Stone Edge, Rock Polish, Sword Stance. Cryo just wins, but you just gotta watch out for like foul play on the Umbreon and like obviously Jet Punch, but you could like slap a Passion on the Landorus and then game. It's probably fine, probably not. We'll see. On Dalpo's side, I really like Palafin here. The resist is going to be the Araquanid, but you have a Territorian. You have other guys to like chip them with the Araquanid down and make the Palafin endgame be pretty fucking stupid. I guess there's also the Delmice. You have an Umbreon for that. You have I think Palafin gets Throat Chop. So we'll see how this game goes. I'm just gonna put this on normal for now since I'm by myself. Okay, in comes the Tornadus into Diancie. We're gonna see immediate Terra maybe? We do. On a nasty plot, okay. In comes a Drain Punch. Okay, so this is a very interesting turn. Wow. Unless I don't think this. What the fuck? Alright, so this. This Zeraora could have just straight up died. Turn 2. But Adalpro. I wouldn't even say it's an over prediction because you would assume that Zeraora would swap into like Landers or like any other ground resist. A really interesting play. Even if this thing was like Shuka or Sash, which it isn't, it was Citrus. Like you're taking a lot of chip on your Terra Captain, so I don't really get that play, but maybe Zero's cooking something. I'm not. Probably predicted Terra. I guess, but why would he risk the Zeraora like getting chipped at all in front of a potential Terra ground? That's why. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Liquid Storm, do we get a speed drop? We do. So you naturally switch out to Jirachi. Goes for another Liquid Storm. Alright, expecting Terra Ground. When it comes to Landorus. Doesn't seem like he has much for this in general. Yeah, ground flying is pretty insane. Landorus goes for choice. God damn. Hold up. That was a lot of things happening at once. One knock, and bam, this Latios goes down. I guess there's not much switch-ins, not that the Torrent has turned into ground, but like, god damn, dude. That Latios is just gone just like that. So in comes Palafin, swaps out to Venusaur. Goes for another knockoff, absorbs it, but you get crit. So it's like basically same as a regular knockoff damage. Goes for Giga Drain, in comes the Jirachi. Jirachi trying to go for Iron Head flinch, but Venusaur doesn't care, just goes for Earth Power. This is why we pick Mega Lati. Alright, we're playing some Iron Head flinch games, that's gonna be annoying. Venusaur goes for Synthesis. Doesn't seem like there's no Body Slam or Thunder Wave. So that's something to note. Alright, predicting Healing Wish, okay. Wait. Let's go back a little bit. So you bring in the Torn here on Iron Head. The item is citrus, not sugar. So instead of swapping to landers on probably, or even like, I guess maybe Araquanid? No, landers on a potential like Terra Blast ground. You risk this Jirachi. Maybe it did, it's like fully split if it could live a Terra Blast, but if it didn't, I guess, I don't know, maybe just like sack something. You might as well just sack this Jirachi. So click Healing Wish. It did work out for Cyril though. And yeah, in comes probably the Belmise, okay. Stout Rock on the Poltergeist. Decent check to Iron Treads, good split blocker too. Goes for a Rapid Spin. Makes sense. Pretty basic stuff. Goes for Station, goes for a Power Whip, interesting. Foul play Colbert. Okay, we use up our Colbert to get some chip on the Umbreon, but the Umbreon could just wish off probably. Yep, there it is. Goes for either Protect. That just goes back to Treads. Oh, this is Mega Diancie and goes for Earth Power. Boom, that. Okay, that wish was wasted. We go for Dime Store, get a crit. Goes for Giga Drain. Is this in range for another Dime Store? No, it goes for. Oh shit. Goes for Explosion. Venusaur lose on 1. Sits this up. In comes Terra Aura with the Healing Wish. Goes for another Acrobatics. Are we going to see a Terra here? No, Bulk Up. Maybe a Foul Play will come next. Bulk Up. Okay, just Bulk Up again. It's 57. Drain Punch. Okay. Just for another Foul Play. Protect. Alright, trying to like get as much HP to like put this thing in really range. In comes another Drain Punch, but you could just go for Acrobatics right now. It's pretty free. Okay, this Zeraora is actually looking a little scary. Can you live? No, you don't. Alright, I think it's GG's. Wow, okay. Plasma Fist. I guess you could try to go for Jet Punch crit, but it doesn't matter at that point. It's for Terrifying Acrobatics, and that's the game. Well, so some confusing plays, but I can't lie. Like especially like when you were in front of Torin, Power-2 was in front of Torin. I kind of don't remember why you couldn't just Terrifying like immediately with the Umbreon, but there's probably a reason. No Toxic on Umbreon, yeah. That's a little unfortunate. Well played though to both guys. I think this game put the Fish Farm out of playoffs. I could be mistaken. But yeah, well played. Let's get last game of Sigma, or maybe it's not. Let's just go to the next game. Sigma's. Let me just check real. This is the Cup. Primer versus Dawn. Yeah, okay. Last game, Sigma's versus Sigma's versus Fish Farm. So we got Dance Cup 48, my boy Don Platinum versus Pokey Primer. We got Wingull, Ditto, Stuffle, Punkaboo, my goat, Punkaboo, and Sandile, Tentacruel, and a Pony versus Diglett, Timber, Wingull, Glimmet, Snubble, and Situ. Again, this seems like a crazy Winglet matchup. I guess you have like some decent resistance, like the first 3 guys, Wingull, Stuffle with Fluffy. That's Fluffy, right? Probably. Yeah, Fluffy and Punkaboo, but like all the other guys kind of fucking merc. Those 3. And having accepted the Force Shed, so getting damage on the Tentacruel is gonna be really annoying. Timber is not that bad either. I'm pretty sure it gets Guts. And doesn't need to worry about getting burnt because Guts. Obviously, getting rocks up with Glimmet is always gonna be nice. Wingull is like pretty strong. Who's your flying resist? It's pretty much nothing, so it's probably like a Spadef Tentacruel. that could definitely eat a few hits with EV alone. So if you like double into Wingle into like the Diglett, for example, you're already putting like some insane pressure. And yeah, man, it's gonna be an exciting match to put you on slow. Alright, Wingle. Hey, it's Frank. First is the bulky Bunkaboo. Goes into Tentacle, so that is going to be the Wingle check. Goes for substitute. Ooh, okay. We go for a Sludge Wave. Air Slash. Okay. I'm assuming this is going to be like a Berry Juice Wingle. Alright, we go for a U-turn. On Stuffle, okay. Makes sense. Fluffy means it will live a good amount of hits. Okay. It's triple axle. Becomes double. Return does still almost over half. Damn. The clip rolls are so ass. Fox, you got this. Play rough. Does the Stuffle get burned? It does. Okay. Flame charge. Not the Stuffle's burn. I guess Pony could do some crazy stuff. But just KOs anyway. Damn, how offensive is Snubble? Give it sleeping on the go. Alright. Giga Drain comes out. It's not gonna do much to this Punkaboo. But goes for Thief. Doesn't matter because you are Cold Burn. Alright, so good prep. Alright, what do we see here? Another Giga Drain. Big Suck. Psychic. Because of knockoff. Doesn't do too much because your item is used. Goes for another Giga Drain. And down goes the Timber. This Sandile is looking pretty nice too. U-turn. Into Sandslash Alola. Try to get in something, I guess. Here comes a Fire Blast, just KOs this Sandshrew Alola. I did not know that. Holy heat. Air Slash misses. Here comes a Giga Drain. That's cool. Misses again. Alright, goes for a Surf or a Prediction. Wingle stays in. Wingle gets the burn. Surf. Alright, Air Slash. These things are just trying to cheap each other down. Okay. Wingle does go down. Diglett probably comes in. No, it's a Snubble. Okay. I mean, I don't get why Diglett just came in. Maybe it's not faster. Or was this thing revealed to be Scarf or something? Not sure. Maybe it did. Mud Shot. If this Tentacruel was Clear Body, by the way, I'm not sure if like the secondary effect of Mud Shot would have affected it. I forgot if it lowers accuracy or speed. Surf just straight up kills the limit. And now is Diglett versus the world. Stone Edge? Nope, never mind. It just KOs the Diglett. So, yeah. Pretty clean win by Pokeprimer. Air Slash misses were unfortunate, but I don't know if they mattered too much, to be honest. Because, like, where did it happen? Yeah, it was just a technical. Like, even if the Wingle does early, you still have. I guess you don't have much resist for it. Yeah, never mind. Maybe like the Wingle does get shit, but that's Wingle, if it lives at least one hit, it could beat the other Wingle pretty easily and just win straight on. But maybe I'm just overly. I don't know how this is right now. Well played. That's the end of Sigma's versus Fish Farm. Sigma's win 4-3. So on to the next game. It's another League Cup game, but for my series, or the Gym Bros versus the Beats on Toast. This is my boy Justin versus Gaiman, who's a really prominent LC player in Smogon. So we went on a Poniard, Griffin, Justin, Sandshrew, Skrelp, Snubble, and Gaiman went Pony, Galler, Archin, Grogunk, Squirtle, Pansage, Baneri. Some things to note. Scariest things are obviously gonna be Ponies, always gonna be annoying, but we have a decent check in Snubble and Drifloon. Not the best, but it's there. Archin is always gonna be annoying to switch into, but it also dies to a lot of hits. Grogunk, Vacuum Wave is gonna be annoying for Pony, but otherwise it could go pretty fucking stupid. Here. Baneri Healing Wish is gonna be annoying, always has a ton of coverage. On our side, Pioneer looks great, besides the Curl Dunk, and if we could get some chip on Squirtle, which should be easy with the Drift Loot and Chespin respectively. Skrelp looks really nice, like a Choscoff water move if we could get some chip on, like water poison move if we could get some chip on the Curl Dunk and Squirtle again. It opens up Pioneer, the Skrelp really, really nicely. With that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, we see you. Wait, let me switch. This is my boy. Gonna be in my perspective. Alright, we see a Poniard lead with Pansage. Probably to get rocks off or something. I don't really remember this match. I was on vacation. Just been low sweep. Okay. Goes for a taunt. Expecting synthesis, spike, something. We just go for Zen Headbutt and get our item knocked off as we go for a Rock Tomb, lowering its speed. Go for well, Pansage predicts, Gamer predicts Gig Drain. We just go for another Rock Tomb. Bit of an overpredict there. Taunt wears off, so we go for Synthesis. Not that we're faster, we don't need to worry about getting taunted at that front. Go for a nice Rock Tomb, getting a nice speed drop on Pony. We just stay in and take the Mystical Fire. As we go for Bullet Seed, rock the Berry Juice, only get 2 hits unfortunately, and we let this Chespin go. It cuts the Pony. Gets the Pansage gets sacked. Pretty much revealed that the Pony is Scarf. If we're like safe to switch it onto it. Just goes for a Drain Punch. On Snubble. And comes the Pony. Go for a Play Rough, does some nice damage. Here comes the Psychic, we go for another Crunch, and it KOs. Here comes the Archin, we go for Sandshrew, which is going to be your check. We get a dual wing miss, which is really nice. With Squirtle, we knock off its Eviolite, which is really good, big for both Pony and Skrelp. Goes for a flip turn on the Baneri. I think we go to Snubble again. Get the Intim off before this thing probably dies. Triple Axle, 1, 2, 3. We actually do live. So we at least get some Life Orb ship, which is really nice. In comes Poniard. Going for a knockoff, just straight up killing this Baneri. Okay, we go to Drifloon here. This thing dies. In comes Sandshrew. Goes for another knockoff. Our Berry Juice is knocked off, but we were able to get some serious chip on this Crotonk. Just go for another EQ. Just actually goes for Rapid Spin. Another Rapid Spin. Okay, this is looking really solid for us. In comes the Squirrel. Go for another EQ, get as much damage as we can. Flip turn into Arcane. So the Squirtle is looking a little bit. I mean, this Arcane, if it's like Berry Juice, Dragonette, it's a little bit scary. It's revealed to be Scarf actually, outspeeding upon you and KOing, and it actually KOs our Scrub too. So that's gonna be a loss for us. Really tight game, 1-0. Yeah, this is the second game in the series, I think. So we were 1-1, and it was a close game. Really two good LC players. Justin is like really good. And look up Natex Gaming, obviously gone look up as well. So yeah, really tight game. Unfortunately, we lost this one as close as it could probably it could be. Scarf Arkin was pretty smart. Okay, so next up we have Bomber versus Circle. This could be a Paldea Dex draft. Yeah, it's Paldea Dex draft. We are Terra Fairy Iron Moth and Terra Electric Keldea, while Circle has Terra Water Keldea and Terra Bug Necro. I'm pretty sure Bug is just to resist both Flower Trick and I don't remember Dark versus Bug versus Dark, but probably Meow Check and resisting EQs from Lando. And obviously Terra Water Keldeo kind of like is go stupid since if we Terra out to Terra Electric, our water resist is like Meow. So that's gonna be really scary. Ticketon, as always, is a good Meow check, but we have a decent one too in Orphanite and Iron Ma. How much do I want? Yeah, some big threats like all around. Obviously, the Keldeo is gonna be the scariest thing here, but I'm confident in Farmers. Yeah, he had some cool stuff like that. It comes to Meowscarada on the Keldeo, so obviously we switch out into our own Keldeo. Go into Ticketon. Landis T comes in here. A lot of doubles. They get their rocks up, but we also get our own rocks up. In comes the Screeptail. And here's Terra Water. Oh, it does over half, so the Screeptail is essentially dead. Let's see what happens. We go for a Thunder Wave. Actually played by Circle. We just go for a Meow here. And they go for a Light Screen. Ticketon does come here. Just go for a knockoff, but this thing is probably going to pickpocket and take our pads. So in comes Landorus. We are EV to live at Ice Hammer. Yeah, here's Rodon, expecting like an EQ to come in. We just go for Stone Edge, expecting that happen, or like a Mana Ghost to come in. We U-turned into Keldea, the Core of Clowns. We just fucking die to Hydropup. But we do put this in range of Iron Moth thanks to Life Orb. So that is really good to know. Terra Fairy, Dazzle Gleam does a lot. We actually just go for sub here on our rock too. And thankfully that makes us not reduce our speed, so that's really helpful for us. Goes for Fire Dits to proc special attacking boost, but we don't get it, unfortunately. This Rotom is custom bar and goes for a last minute light screen, so that's gonna be really important. We do get that final boost though, so it should do a significant amount of damage. Goes for Trick Room, expecting like a weakness policy Terra Bug. Photon Gasser, EQ. Flash Cannon kills the Lando. It comes to Meow. We have Sucker just for this thing. Circle lets the Necro go. In comes the Ticketon. We really can't do much to this, so we just U-turn. In comes the Screeptail. Stacks it to a Gigton Hammer. Now we can get in our Keldeo and go stupid. Just goes for a Calm Mind here. Not really worried about an Encore. Brick Break, was just to get some sort of damage on it. Gigaton, Hammer, boom. We resist it, so we could just go for another Calm Mind. Were you revealed to be not Encore, by the way? Because if, yeah, no Encore, so we could just feel the Calm Mind. Goes for another Protect. And we could just go for Secret Storm. And right now, this Meow is in range of a Vacuum Wave. We win the speed side versus their Keldeo, which is big. But we don't actually have Vacuum Wave. Silly us. But the bluff. We do live a flower trick though, so we just go for a triple axle. If we land 3 hits, we win. Just kidding, if we land 2 hits, we win. And we do. So really tight game, but we still manage to vacuuming like since Miascarada was already on flower trick on the kill now. Oh wait, what did I say? Vacuuming I think that one. Yeah, never mind. It's common. But yeah, really tight game. Decided on 6%. Really well played too. The kills definitely a tough off. Yeah. Um really helped even out. So we're gonna go to our first round, the red game of the stream. This is versus 2 captains, Wiki Blue versus my GOAT, Mr. Hitmonkey Mutak, aka Rylan. For context, the series was 3-3. This game was played on a Sunday, so this was the deciding match. The MU, in my opinion, wasn't that great, but it's still like definitely winnable. Scariest things for us are the Yoshifu and Weavile in tandem kind of like just kills everything we have. On their side though, Arcaladon's always another too, but Scarf, Scarf Bulu has no switch-ins, high horsepower for the Iron Mop, and you're pretty much Gucci, so it's really important to shift that. What monster this again? My like Sevi, yeah. So grass, by fairy ground, it's kind of killed this whole team. We bench Sevi and like some other guy, probably Ortworm. Ortworm, obviously, it's Iron Moth. There is Yoshifu. We had other stuff. It just was too passive here. Delphox was AV for the Arcaladon like switching. Since a few months can do that, and our steel is fucking Ortworm. Peppa Blue was Scarf. Water Absorb Lapras was the Urshifu check. Aerodactyl was just a nice speedy option to like revenge a bunch of this team. Great Tusk offensively looked pretty solid, and Monk was our defensive switch into Levi. Let's get started. Peppa Blue, Mylogically. Here comes Delmines. Just go for a play rough, get some solid shit. They can synthesis up, but it also gives us a free switch in to also extend that. This goes for Spirit Shackle. It's not too bad though, because like this thing's definitely forced out. We just go for a Parting Shot, expecting the Mylog to come in, which does make sense. Because it's a Bulu. We just go straight to Delphox. Flip turn. I think we could have just like taken some damage on the Milo, but I guess we didn't want to get burned or anything like that. Because the knockoff. We see a Sword Sense. Skull, do we get the burn? We do not, so this Reval is looking a little scary. Go for another Scald, we do not get the burn again. So yeah, SD Reval is being a little bit of a threat right now. Ice Shard is going to do a significant chunk of damage. We just go for a Grassy Glide. I think we could have like went for high horsepower or play off there. That's I guess it's fair. Like Iron Moth switching is still there. Because of Fire Dance, we go for a Parting Shot. So our Muck is gonna be the Iron Moth switching actually. We go for a Discharge. We do not get Para, thankfully. Go for a Mind Blown. Over predicting a little bit. We thankfully don't get Para again. They go for another Mind Blown. So like a lot of games Mind keeps me playing. Finally goes for Psy Shock. It does a good amount of chip. Goes for Acid Spray. We just go for a nice Mind Blown. Good play. Into Arcaladon. We sack the Muck here. It's actually physical or mixed Arcaladon, which is really interesting. Maybe to maneuver around AV Delphox. A good prep on their part. We go for a Great Toss. They bring in Delbars. We just go for knockoff. Excellent play. We go for another knockoff. It's pretty much free. Take out that Delmines. Steel Beam comes in. We live. Go for a close combat. Bam! There goes our Caledon. So that's definitely huge for us. Just goes for Aqua Jet here. Makes sense. Just goes for Scarfwood Hammer. Does a fuck ton of damage, but they reveal to be Rindoberry, so Poison Jab just kills us. Which is really scary for us, because that that blue is really important. We go for Brave Bird, but this thing is in Ice Shard range. And Knockoff basically killed the Star Fox. So we do lose the series here, 4-3. Few stuff that could have been better for sure, but still really well played. Good prep on our NG experience for a really fun series. I really do hope a lot of game. Hopefully we will win the next series, but like if we had to lose, I'm glad it was a series like this one. Seriously. Alright. Next up is gonna be the first and final series, first game, final series of Flying Kiwis versus Hoes versus Bros. So on the Hoes side, we got Blastoise, Roaring Moon, Hydropple, Iron Valiant, Crown, and Pestle. First is Tornadus, Tingloo, Tickaton, Palafin, which Tickaton's hammer is blocking it. They're fun. Okidogi and Fairblast. Rin is probably, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be Terra Water Hydropple and Terra Water Blastoise. It could also be just Terra Silkrop. It's one of those two along with Terra Water Hydropple. With Fire, it's Terra Flying Tornadus, which does look pretty strong here. Your resist is just on ground. And Heat Wave could definitely work that guy. Tired also has I don't know what the other Terra Cap is, maybe Terra Poison Okidogi has to balance check. We'll see how this battle goes. Alright, we see Palafin filtering into Glasgow. Goes for Toxic, good play on Tired side. We go for Ice Punch, but Rin predicts that goes into Crown. We go to Tinkaton as they double back into Glasgow. They stay in. They trade, Glasgow gives spikes, and they send out rocks. Glasgow goes for another Toxic on a switch into Bramble, but misses. Bramble goes for Rapid Spin. Glasgow gets its Toxic off. So maybe this is going to be like a protect defensive Glasgow side. We go back as Palafin here on Expect to Protect. But Rin protects this and gets a Toxic on Palafin, which is really nice. They go to Blastoise expecting a Flip Turret here, which just makes sense. No Rocky Helmet though, interesting. We go Nasty Plot. Roar, okay, good prep. Goes for a close combat. Does 70%, which is big. Alright, but this Blastoise is in Jet Punch range, so it's not that crazy. But Blastoise stays in as Tickaton comes on the swap. Very interesting. Maybe the Palafin with Choice Band. Tickaton KO's Blastoise with knockoff. Here comes Glasgow. Doesn't seem like Tickaton has Ice Hammer. Glasgow goes for Raw EQ and a Fizz Def Blue. We go back into Palafin on the taunt. Good prep. I mean, good play. Iron Crown does come in on the Ice Punch. In comes Tingloo. On the predictive Volt Switch, great play. So now comes Hydropple. Ooh, okay. We try the Spike Stack here. No more removal, so that's nice. Goes for Giga Drain. Doesn't do shit. Whirlwind. Into Roaring Moon. It's not boosted though, so that's not good. But U-turn into Glasgow. Ruination does come out, which is big, especially because Glasgow does not keep boost. It's gem. Hydropple. Goes for spikes. Ooh, okay. So the game plan from Tire is just a spike stack against the defensive guys, and then win with Torn or Palafin. Makes sense. Another Glasgow comes out there. Spikes. Either a taunt or Whirlwind's gonna come out. Most likely Toxic. Sorry. Taunt or Toxic. The Rune Nation just come out. Okay. That's turn mystery. EQ. Are we gonna see another Nasty Plow or sub? No, we just see switch to Roaring Moon, as it takes a lot of chip from a Tornadus U-turn into Okie Dokie. Roaring Moon goes for a U-turn himself into Glasgow. CC. Okay. Expect the EQ to come. We see a switch into Ting Blue. Okay, okay. Spikes. Rune Nation. Earthquake. And we get a final Whirlwind off. Putting this Roaring Moon in just 2%, so it's gonna die the next turn it swaps in. And it's also in Jet Punch range. Bang! There goes the Roaring Moon. Which is huge, because I think of Scar for Tornadus. We go into Bramble. Giga Drain. Flash Score does come here. Power Whip. And we miss the Power Whip. Grand Set does come out, so now this this playable guess is super bulky. I mean, and the Glasgow can't do much to it. Back. Power does come out again. So this could be like a spike stack versus spike stack match. See. Older guess does come out. 10%. We go for another EQ. But this is a free, I guess, Toxic. Does KO the Bramble. But we go for a nice close combat, predicting the Hydropple to come in. Banded, close combat still does a bunch to Iron Valley. For a Paladin with spikes chips, so it makes sense. Okay, we get to Hydropple a bit of HP in exchange for Iron Crown as the Paladin does go down. It comes to Okie Dokie on the Iron Valley. And it's a booster speed with Destiny Bond because it's expected to go out here. Bang! Rip Okie Dokie and Iron Valley. So it's Hydropple versus Tinkaton and Tornadus. Speed knockoff, it's Assault Vest, which I think will be the deciding factor. Because this Tornadus is super skilled. No recovery too, because you're A. But because of Tornadus, you just Terra Flyer, go for a Bleakwood Storm, bam. And that's GG's. Okay, so really nice game. Spike stacking on both sides. Really well played. Not much to say. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we have Shori versus J-Bomb. My goat J-Bomb. Okay, we see Tusk, Mew, Alomola, Corviknight, Creamy, and Toxicity. Oh man, this is like if Who and J-Bob had a kid, this would be their team. I can't lie. I'm assuming no spikes, so I'm thinking maybe what's Ghost 10 for? Maybe Ghost is just good offensive typing into Shori's team. Shori has a Terra Ground Corviknight. And I think Terra Dragon Agent Go. That's really interesting. I've never seen Terra Ground Corviknight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like a Throat Spray Shift Gear variant from Toxicity to Boom Burst. Terra Ghost Mew is either gonna be spin blocking something, or it's just gonna be like a DD side. Maybe it could be like special too. We see. Overall, I'm really liking Toxicity here. Honestly enough, Sludge Wave plus like it just like beats off its resist, normal resist, straight up, and go crazy with Boom Burst. I know Hoopa has a solid amount of spit off, and Ogenpon has sturdy, but you have Tusk to beat the Ogenpon sturdy. You have physical Mew, I guess. I know like it's Tusk dies to psychic and cast out, but just like it's hard to switch into that model first time. Yeah, that's really interesting. But the Terror Ground Core, I'm still like stuck on that. Let's go on to the match. IRC Toxicity versus Ogre We break this turn and immediately go into Core Knight on a presumed Ivy Cudgel. There it is, does 37%. Spike stacking time as we go for a roost. So either Ivy Cudgel or Defog is coming here. Go for a taunt. Just straight up Brave Bird. And honestly, Orc the Rage of another. Okay, we go to Raging Ball on a U-turn, good play. Onto Mew. So I'm assuming this might be like a split F Mew. In comes Hoopa as we go for rocks. This is gonna be a Colburn. Goes for U-turn and just straight up kills the Hoopa. God damn. Alright, Volt Switch. If that thing flinched, by the way, that blast. Okay. Yeah, this Toxicity is looking hella scary. Now that the Hoopa's down. Alright, Moon Blast on the God-forsaken Alcremie. God Alcremie. K-pop loves that guy for some. And this could be Acid Armor variant. Okay, are we gonna see Encore? We do, but unfortunately, this Aroma Veil. So this is looking really scary. Maybe a Whirlwind Core can save the day, but at this point, I highly doubt it. Light Screen does come out. This is gonna be a stream score tonight. In comes Raging Bolt. This Alcremie is actually like kind of fucking scary. There's no dark anymore. Just the stored powers. Okay, we're gonna see another Combine. This is just gonna be Combine Wars. Alright, we see another. Oh, we see a Roar. Huge. Okay. That that saved the game. Discharge will turn into Mew. Oh man, I thought we were gonna see Alcremie sweep for a second. Oh, okay. This thing is locked into Encore, so now Toxicity could like set up on it. Or Tusk. Yeah, Tusk makes more sense. Gets a free Rapid Spin up or a free attack and move. Goes into Corviknight. I'm expecting Rapid Spin here, but it could be something else. Yep, there's the Rapid Spin. And then we just go for a Bulk Up, okay? Here's the Reflect Tusk. I mean, I Reflect Corviknight. Two screens. Just go for another Bulk Up. Headlong Rush just kills the floor, just goodbye. In comes Raging Bolt. It's gonna take a lot. Yeah. Headlong Rush. Goodbye. It did what it needed to do though. With this Raging Bolt and range. You could just shift gear up here. Oh, okay, you just go for straight Boot Burst, that makes sense too. Just a Corviknight, but you can honestly just go for. Oh, okay, you just go for Boot Burst. Light Screen. I guess you're just specs. Not shifting it. Spray. Which makes sense. A Boom Burst again. Kills the Corviknight. Yeah, there's not much you could do. I don't think Hydro Pump or Free Strike kills. Oh, your choice Scarf. Oh, okay. Well played. By J Bomb Show. I got one skin. Yeah, that's one game. Post one and game. Eagles. Okay, right here we have Frito versus Iron Man this game. Some really interesting creatures. This is a sick looking one with Dodrio Garchomp. I'm assuming I don't even know what it would be. I don't fuck with fusions like that. I need to see that. Maybe it's a defensive rough skin variant, or it could be just like any random ability that's not like runaway or something. Go crazy. This ground flying stab. Still strong. There's the Belly Bolt, of course, electric water with Toxify, so it's a Belly Bolt with regenerator. That's and or a Toxify with pivot. Take care of the poison. Same thing. Charizard and Spectrier. Okay, so Grimnay's those two. Gorgeous first and Klefki combined. Hydreigon is the poison, dark poison. It's the third one. Fusion. And lastly, Ghost Storm, spin blocking, and distribute stamina. On the Kami side, we have another Terapicos. Same fusion we seen before in normal Ghost. Really strong combo apparently. Electric Grass, Zapdos, Eldegoss with Regenerating and Rapid Spin. Pangoro, Barraskewda, that's gonna be so annoying. Landorus, Simisimir, Fire Ground, which Tropius, with Iron Bark, Chlorophyll, probably the Iron Bark's variant. Definitely not gonna be the Chlorophyll here at least. And lastly, Vullaby Copy. I'm assuming this could be the EV-like guy. Another Dark Poison though, so we can see how like strong Dark Poison's on. Let's get started with the match. Bellybow, Parathorn. We get some rocks up. Over predicting Toxic, which does make sense. I probably would have gone for Toxic. Puts the Forges on a Dragatail, but Reload predicts that. Here comes Don't Wake Daddy. That's that's definitely that sprite is really. Alright, we just got Flamethrower. It does go over here. Get a huge Toxic. Comes Candyland. U-turn or development. Landers again. Flamethrower. Flamethrower. I'm assuming this Bellyboat might be shook on. No, it's not. Swapped into Gojo. Okay. You could just swap into Ferrothorn. Pretty easy. That fusion looks sick, by the way. Go for a Thunder Wave. Here comes Landers again. Okay, so this Landers is always pressuring something, which is pretty insane. This thing is definitely gonna cook. Flamethrower, it just killed. Makes sense, because Rock's ship. Here comes a Hydreigon. We go for Earth Power. No, we go for Flamethrower, expecting maybe like Shook or something. Okay, we have to go for Earth Power here. Okay. Oh shit. Is this gonna be sweep? Go for Earth Power, KOs. Dojiro comes in. Flamethrower, bang. Oh shit. I think we're gonna see a first 6-0 sweep. Yeah, I mean, well played. Excellent prep by Okami. Not much you could say that game. I think Frito could play the most with what he's got. It was just really, really good prep by Okami. Rock Polish, Fire Ground Special, Attack of Sheep Force. That was broken. Assuming this was like stunned with damage. That was the quickest fusion skin. Alright, to finish off the series, we're going to have HGC versus the other co-commission. We're done 1-2. So this is going to be a Rad Red game. I feel like this don't barely see any Rad Red games this tour. It's still going to be the second one. We see a return of Landorus and Fernape, which does get buffed with increased stats in attack, special attack, and speed, along with Fireball. Shift E, which gets Wind Rider, and Zeus Sledge. Our Nacarldon, that of course has bad company. Archaldon, I don't know why I said Archaldon. Archaldon, whatever, man. Archaldon, whatever, however you pronounce it. Anyways, it gets bad company, so free Draco, Steel Beams for days. Alola, which is just regular Alola, so it's gonna be good. And Noivern Sevi, a base 123 speed rock ghost type with Levitate and Rock Cat. And physical attacker that's really, really fucking good. I need to try that one someday. On our dumb side, we have Crobat with Corrosion. Oh wait, not Corrosion. Wait, does it have Corrosion? Yeah, it should have Corrosion. It's supposed to have Corrosion, which in Red works like it could hit any person who could hit any steel type. Truly. So it's a bit buff thing. I think this is a Mega Heracross. Of course, Delphox with Magikarp and Bone. A Tough Claws Metagross. A Tredegon with Roost. And of course, have a dumb classic Generator, a Dazzling Torbice with Flip Turn, Blue Blast, Shell Smash. You could do anything off that swing. I'll do like access too. Alright, let's get started with the match. Final match, guys. Arcaladon and Gorbis comes in. Bam, Steel Beam. You see a lead Shell Smash variant. It's looking really, really scary. Alone Mola comes in. It doesn't seem to be AV based on the damage. We go to Arcaladon again. Adam makes a good play, Shell Smash even can. Go for a Moonblast, kills the Arcaladon. As the Fernape does come in. It's real to be Sash, so Adam already burning Arcaladon for the Sash and a bit of chip on Mola accidentally. Goes with the U-turn into Metagross. Alomola does come out here. As Adam goes for a Bullet Punch. Turns out to be Toxic, good frap. Into Landorus. Landorus switch-ins aren't looking that great, I can't lie. Go for Earth Power, Adam just sacks this. To Heracross. Okay, that Heracross is just dead. Unfortunate sack. U-turn into Druddigon. You go for a Rock Polish. It's gonna do a substantial amount of damage. Alright, there's the Claire. I think we should have brought this Druddigon a lot earlier, even if we felt like we needed it for other guns. Mind Blow does come out, instantly kills the Landorus. In comes the Crobat, but this Alomola is up to full, and it's not looking that great for a dump. Explosion does come and kills the Crobat, and I think HGC is just flexing at this point. Because of Northern Savvy. Yeah, Grass Knot is not enough to KO. Spirit Shackle into Alomola should definitely be the move. Yeah, this does nothing. You just Aqua Jet here always. And that's going to be the game. So well played. Kiwis won the series. Two like great battlers in that round. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be it for the rest of this stream. Thank you so much for watching. For the next streams, it's gonna be a lot shorter. I'm only gonna do 2 games per. I just thought first make it a little bit longer. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any recommendations of what games to watch for week 2, just send me in. Next week we are having this matchup, Mellow the Sigmas Association. Some matches I'm looking forward to here. Siri versus Kaylin is gonna be fun to friends fun. Heal versus Jabs, 2 phenomenal red players. Cutie Fox versus Charlie, who usually mains in versions. It's gonna be fun too. Milo Gambit versus Flying Kiwis. PCZ versus Lock Ice versus Akami. Yeah, Mia versus Grant's great too. Gym Bros, my series. I'm really like some fun games. Always fanning against Gatsy. Really a fun game to watch. Glacier's my homie too. And so this one though, Justin versus it's gonna be phenomenal players. I think that's gonna be the match game of the Hose series. Lastly, Hose versus. You have my 2 goats, J Bob and Sir Kill, duking Borness versus Devin. Fun one to watch. Aces versus Wills also, but all of these are pretty good. PG versus Fernand. Riddle versus Carolera. Emperor Ari versus Brett versus Gaiman. That's a fun one. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun. I think yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Oh wait, let me go back to the game. Let's come on to talk about. Okay, Landers, Sequoia, and Serrata in the top 2. Oh, Landers. Iron Valiant. But these Toxicity is too. The Oilers a little bit more, but that's because we're having bots that are automatically updating the docs. So patient. Pikachu. Oh right, there's a game Pikachu versus Galaxy. Fucked off. Bonita Gallery pretty well too. And of course Landers versus Sims. and gouging versus Juggers make up the top 3. Yeah, okay, that's enough yapping for me, guys. Let's go to the end of the stream. Thank you for watching.